but they're releasing it the same day.
Oh!
Apparently not, if you forgot about it.
No, it's because I saw it today when I was in the office at work.
Hey, I'm
work
gonna show
happened.
off. I'm gonna do a little show off. Okay.
Oh, God.
Why do I hear myself?
Welcome, everyone, to the Renegade Realm podcast. Hi. I'm your host, Red Wolf. Ted Wolf, sorry. And I'm joined by Ashashin, ThatBlueNumber, and Damarco, dude. Oops, let me switch that around. That's not true. That's not true. Welcome, everyone. Episode 51. And very excited. Very excited to be here. Good to see everyone in chat. Really good to see a certain someone.
What are we talking about today?
Huh?
What nonsense are we talking about today?
Oh,
We're
I'll
talking
tell
about
you.
a lot of negatives
Big
and
Daddy.
a lot of positives.
Yeah, so much.
Yay.
Speaking of Big Daddy, Mr. Bushido N7, I am so happy to see you in chat. So happy to see you. Bushido, if you guys know him, you know him. He's been out for a while. We're just happy to see him in recovering from stuff that he was going through. So happy to see you, bro. Seriously, it warms my heart, my little Grinch heart. And yes, Lotus Esprit is here. Happy Bomb. Hey, Matthew, Andrew, Cullinane, Gray Monad, and Crippling Debt. And Crippling Debt follows us everywhere. Am I right? Got me. Nailed me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. We're going to talk about things, but before we do that, Ashashin, how are you doing, man? What you been into? Any new things in real life? You know, you getting into anything other than games? And if not, then what games have you been playing? Great.
What's going on?
Oh, okay. I was just asking the usual question. What's going on with you?
I had to go do something real quick. I'm sorry. I thought I told y'all. I didn't even realize I muted myself. What was the question?
I just said what you got going on in real life or otherwise. What you've been getting into in real life. Otherwise, what video games have you been into?
Well, for one, I told Holly and Red this earlier in the week, but I'm not streaming Final Fantasy VII Rebirth anymore. I'm just playing that on my own. I don't know. It just felt... Whenever I take too much time between streams, I just don't really feel like forcing myself to play it for an audience, but I will be doing it with Dragon's Dogma 2 on Friday. That's for sure.
Is that this week?
Yes.
It's Friday.
We have 3 big games coming this week.
Yeah.
All 3 on the 22nd. All on Friday.
3? What's the third one?
We have
Alone
Dragon's
in the Dark?
Dogma 2, which is on everything. We have Rise of the Ronin, PlayStation exclusive. And we have Princess Peach Showtime for the Switch. So everybody this weekend will have something.
Okay, that's not what I thought you were
They're all
going to say.
very different games.
All very different games, but everybody on every platform will have something to play this week. Red,
Okay.
did you think I was talking about Alone in the Dark?
That's what I thought you were going to say. That was the joke, wasn't it?
Not necessarily. I mean, reviews for that game are not exactly very well, but as we know, sometimes games have reviewed poorly and they end up becoming hidden gems later on down the line, so I'm not going to count Alone in the Dark out of the woods just yet until I hear what you are... Until after I hear how you feel when you play it, Red.
I'll tell you.
Then
how I
I'll
feel.
probably, yeah.
General Spartan 27, what's up, man? Thank you for jumping in here with us. So you're playing Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, that's not really a game to be streaming. It's
I mean, it is,
cutscenes.
but I mean, well, not really a lot of cutscenes. I mean, like I said, when I take too long in between streams to get back into a game, I feel like I'm forcing myself to play than actually enjoying it. So I've been having a lot of fun with it. So.
Okay, no, and sorry, I just meant when I said cutscenes, I just mean like there's a lot to take in. It's very story driven. For me, it feels like a fun, relaxing adventure type. Not like I would feel very distracted trying to entertain an audience at the same time. Monad, I have a question for you. How the hell do you have like 89 hours or like over 100 hours in Banishers? I want to know. I've been playing that game and the story is so good.
What the hell?
So
what?
Good, but yeah.
He has over 100 hours in that game?
Yeah, he's like over 5 days in it. Yeah, it's a lot.
Damn.
Yeah,
Ronin
he's
was
been.
super excited for that game. He'd been talking about it for months.
Yeah, Don't Nod is so good. Ask Lotus Esprit. Lotus Esprit is a big fan of Don't Nod. What is Life is Strange is one of their favorite games. Fonz, what's up, dude? Yes, you finally made it live. What time is it for you? It's 6 p.m. here for us. Thank you so much for jumping in, bro. It's awesome. It's good to see you. Good to see you. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, Damarco. I'm giving
talking
Holly some
about
time to
greatness.
wake up. Oh, okay. Damarco, how you been, man? Have you been playing anything? Or you've been busy, right? Eating diabetes?
Eating plenty of it. Yeah. No, hither and thither. Believe it or not, Borderlands 3. And I would actually, if anyone's a fan of Borderlands, and because I watched before I was feeling something. There's 2 games I've been playing. I jumped into Elden Ring actually, for just a little bit, for just a wee little bit. But I jumped into Elden Ring, and it's a lot of fun. It's I understand why it's like one of the I think I'm correct in saying it's one of the more popular FromSoft games because
It is
it's
most
like
popular one.
the most popular. I didn't
Do
know if that competition was between sort of the like one of the Dark Souls games or if it was Elden Ring. But in any case, Elden
Bloodborne
Ring.
is big, too. But
Bloodborne
have you not played? Have you not played Elden Ring?
I thought
I
you did
did.
too.
Like,
He
have.
doesn't play anything if it doesn't start with Bethesda software. Remember that.
I have.
No, I'm
I-
just
I
kidding.
have-
He does.
I have. I got to one of the first major bosses. I think he's the guy with like 7 arms, and then he does a bunch of spinning attacks, and he's like blocking a bridge or something. And I think I beat him, and then I just stopped playing. I was like, I beat it. I'm done. Like that's it. Like, I didn't want to play it because
That's
he
not
took
even
me.
the app teaser.
He took me so many tries, and I was just so tired of it at that point. And then I don't understand. I jumped into it this time, and it had been years since I've touched up Elden Ring or just any kind of Souls-like game. And I say years, probably been about a year. And I was playing as the naked caveman guy, and I don't understand why I was able to do better against every single enemy as the naked caveman than I ever was playing as like the hardy warrior that comes prepared with the sword and the shield and the good well, I say good, and the armor. But no, I was running around as a naked caveman the entire time, and I was watching it like that giant that jumps down when you get right past the kind of little ruined fort that's there in the beginning area. You go and there's that big giant guy. I beat him on the first try as a naked caveman. I didn't upgrade my weapon at all. I didn't like put any armor on, but first try. So,
That's amazing. You're a legend.
Yeah, if you ever play Elden Ring, just go for the naked caveman.
It took
Okay,
me
well,
6 tries to beat
Answer
him.
all your
So
problems.
There was
You playing
Thank you,
as
Doodle.
caveman?
no, I was not.
That's the problem. You gotta play as.
It was the
naked
problem. I
caveman.
wasn't playing with the caveman with the club.
There was actually someone who literally is famous for that. They came in butt naked and would beat Melania for
Let me solo
players.
Let me solo her.
Let me solo her, right? And FromSoft actually, what they sent him like an actual like weapon, like a real life model weapon from the game or something like that. They sent him like a giant sword or something.
Let me solo.
Didn't
her
they
on
say
Reddit
that
because-
they were going to
Isn't that
do
like
something for him
Melania's
in the Shadow of the Earth
They
Tree
did.
expansion?
They did, yeah. They
It's
said that.
it's literally just gonna be him as a boss. You're gonna walk up and be like, "What the fuck?" and then he's just gonna destroy you.
That'd be so awesome.
You know how
Oh
many
my God.
times I pulled like the finger thing out to try to summon just to see if I could get him in there for fun?
Oh right.
Yeah.
Like, please help me. Yeah. I think
Well,
I don't know if
I
I'd
just
beat
thought
her.
it'd be cool, right? To just go in with him and have that gameplay. I thought that'd be fun.
Right. Let me solo her. It's such a great story. I love that. Holly, are you ready? What have you been into? How are you? And what have you been playing? All that stuff. Blah blah blah.
Hey Jonas, I just saw you pop in.
Jonas.
I'm kind of just bouncing around right now until Friday because I'm getting Dragon's Dogma 2. I was really excited about Rise of Ronin. I think we'll talk about that a little bit later. That also comes out Friday, like you said. I tried a new Game Pass game this weekend called Plate Up, and it's sort of like Overcooked, where it's like a cooperative cooking thing, but it's really hard and it's a lot of fun. It would be an excellent game for the group, but I played for like 4 hours and
What's
we
it
stopped
called?
just because Plate Up, like a plate.
Plate
like a,
Up,
like
okay.
eat off. And you're like, it's got objectives that you have to do, and it's like really hard to keep your restaurant open, and they get kicked back to the. And so anyway, it's super fun. So if anybody is looking for an online co-op, because we were gonna play Overcooked, but the only version of Overcooked 2 that is online is the all you can eat, which is $40, and that game is how many years old? And I was just like,
Right.
I'm not paying for this when the base one is on Game Pass. So we found that one, and I would argue it's almost more fun because it's goofy, but it's not super goofy. It's like more serious, even though anyway. It's fun. So everybody should try it. And I've been playing
Nice.
Little Helldivers, Little Call of Duty, Little Elden Ring. That's it. But
Man.
I want to talk for just one quick second
Let's talk.
before we move on. Everybody who has a Twitter account, and if you don't, you should go open one and do this. You should follow Ben Kenobi on Twitter. He makes these really, really cool coins that are for Xbox Game Pass games and Xbox first-party games. And he does giveaways with some certain shows and also does giveaways on his own account. And I'm going to show you guys just a couple because he's going to be doing giveaways for these. This, if I can get my camera to... Come on, camera. I did this the other day and it looked really cool, but...
Just shove it
There we-
deeper in our faces. Yes, perfect.
right there. Can you see it? Looks great, right?
Yes.
Fucking camera. There we go. All right.
Look at that.
That's the
Oh.
front. See, like the knives and the bow and arrow and like stuff in the background.
Oh, I do
and
see it.
fun.
Okay, I didn't know what. That is sick.
What in
Oh,
the
that's
world?
amazing.
And then this is the
Yo,
my God, it's a
I
Power
didn't
World.
even know what that was. That is
It's
amazing.
a Power World coin.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
that's
amazing.
actually pretty dope. That's pretty cool.
And then the other one that's in giveaway phase right now.
Ooh, fuck. I like that. a
Ah,
lot.
looks a little devilish. Is it?
Okay, come on.
Is that what I
There we
think it
go.
There you
is?
go.
Is
See
it what
how
I think it is?
glossy? It looks like blood gooey in the middle there, right?
Is that what I think it
one.
is?
Is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Yes,
that's so
it
cool,
is.
Diablo.
It's Diablo.
That's
Isn't that
amazing.
cool?
Coming to
That
Game
is
Pass, by the way.
fantastic.
Next
Right.
week.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
and that's why we're doing
Finally.
it.
Right.
That's
Yep.
why, right? As a Game Pass drop. So these are being given away on Mr. Boomstick shows, ILP, Season Gaming with Ains, who's just a super wonderful person we met at FanFest last year. And then also be watching a couple other shows and just watch Twitter because people are reposting when they're going to do the giveaways. There's also a coin coming for a very special game drop in May, which I can't show you right now, but I have here as well, and it looks...
I
That looks
wonder
really
what
good.
that is.
Does it rhyme with Beldade?
That sounds like an
Beldade.
anti-acid tablet.
Yo, wanna try some of this Beldade? Yes.
Actually-
Those are
actually, it
so...
sounds
fat
like-
drug. A belt
that
aid.
sounds-
It sounds like a fat
That
drug.
that actually sounds like
Oh.
some medicine that you would take with lemonade. Actually, now that I think about it.
Try Beldade now, our sugar-free supplement for vitamin F. Yes.
In
I love
Fallout
it.
One of you-
5.
One of you
In
just
2036.
needs to make that, and then you'll have your first ever show sponsor.
By
Like
the
Dubby.
way, speaking of, I'm just gonna write off on what Holly was saying. Don't forget if
Yeah,
you go on
ride.
Twitter. Don't forget to follow us. By the way, like all of our
Oh, yeah, that
Twitter
too.
accounts are in the description down below. And speaking of giveaways, Red, I was going to talk to you about this, but
Talk to me.
I was gonna talk to you about this yesterday, but you didn't respond to me. I guess you don't
Oh.
love me enough anymore. Anyway,
No, I love you.
so I saw Yudani and Happy Bomb in the chat a few seconds ago. They were talking about how positive this chat is, how positive our growing community is, and that's the whole goal of this podcast. We want to be different from everyone else. We want to be talking about games. We don't want to talk about the politics behind it unless we really have to. And to be honest, I've been thinking about doing this for a while, Red, after I got my job. You know, now that I actually can afford it. I will actually be joining you and giving away codes for certain games. here on out.
Fantastic,
But
man.
but they're not going to be games that have already come out. Once a month, I will be dropping a code. Red, you and I could talk out the details, but I will be dropping a code for a new game for that month. So today or next week, once we figured out the details, I will be dropping a code for Dragon's Dogma 2.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
For one
Wowzers.
lucky person in the chat.
That is fantastic. All right. That is really exciting.
Yes. We just need to figure out how we're going to do it, how we're going to get that game in that person's hands. But, I wanted to give back to this community, this show and this podcast, and all of you guys on the panel, all of you guys in chat have, this means a lot to me. So I figured I'd do something to give back for all the positivity that you've given us.
I mean, that's really nice of you to do that, and that's really exciting. That's really exciting, and I am scooping up codes I'm trying to do it every week, at least get 2 or 3 new codes. That way it's not, you're not going to see The Witcher 3 and Batman Arkham Knight every single week in chat, but I will be dropping at least 1 or 2 codes every week as well. So Assassin, I guess, is going to be getting the big dogs. Monad is asking worldwide or just US. We'll try to get global codes. We're just going to
try our best.
How that works. But yeah, we don't want you guys to miss out on that. If you're out of the States. That's awesome, man. Thank you, Assassin. And thank you for the kind words. Seriously, and we got 20 people in chat, and thank you all so much. Shout out to Fonz, who is awesome, and I'm just glad to see him in chat. He didn't know that I existed until just a few months ago, which is just fantastic. And shout out to, and again, Bushido, I'm so glad to see you, and glad that you're doing good. And I see Jonas is here as well, and Lotus is here. And Happy Bomb, I think I got it. I don't know who else is new. Oh, Palpatine, that's who it was that I saw new come in. What's up, Palpatine? Thanks for jumping in. Hey, you guys ready? Let's go. No. So, all right. I'm curious, who's gonna get Diablo 4 when it comes out? Who's gonna jump on that? Or has everyone already? Damarco says no. Okay. I mean, I assume that everyone. What the fuck, Fonz? Oh my god, dude! It's right as I'm talking about. Holy shit, Fonz. Oh man, thank you so much, dude. Fonz dropped a $50 super chat. He says, "Just wanted to say you all rock, and it's great to be a part of the community with good people like you. I hope you guys keep growing." Yeah, thank you so much, man. That means so much. And that is like. Even if you're going through a lot, this community really has helped a lot of people, I'll say. And I'm not projecting. I'm projecting. I really can't thank you enough for those kind words. Really means. Here comes Lotus. Esprit with the lore drop. Humble Hippo. I can't remember the name. Lotus, thank you so much. Dropped a $50 super chat. Thank you so much. What was the story behind this Hippo?
He's happy hippo, and he's always there to roll around and be hip and cool.
Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lotus and Fonz. Thank you so much, bro. It seriously means a lot. That's really generous of you. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, Fawn says, yes, people have helped me, so I help other good people when I can. Yeah, exactly. Pay it forward. And again, I'll be putting in some choices of codes here in a little bit. Once we get into the topics, when we get the show rolling. Rolling. Who does that? Oh God, what's the rapper? What's the rapper fellow?
Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit. That's right. Yeah, thank you. So, anyway. So some games are coming to Game Pass, and I just wanted to touch on it because Diablo 4 is like the big one, right? Even if you don't want to play it, you can still argue Diablo's a big franchise. DeMarco, you're not going to play it. You don't care. Holly, are you a big fan of this kind of thing?
I played it last summer.
And you were like,
I finished the story, and I was like, I'm done.
Okay.
Okay. It's okay. It's just not. It's a good game for people who like the ARPGs, right? To keep going back to when they finally
Right.
got their seasons kind of rolling correctly, because they had some issues with their seasons and a couple things that had to be like backloaded, like into season 2, some quality of life stuff. But now I think it's going pretty well. It's just not for me for the long term. There's too many other games.
Right. It's pretty mindless. It was Colt and Rand that said it's just click 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 click. I don't know why that always killed me. I don't know. Maybe it was somebody else that had that. That's literally all it is. Just click 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 click. Just kind of mindless. But some people like it. I mean, I know people that have put hundreds and hundreds of hours in it. Even Umbra and some other people put so much time into it. Anyway, Assassin, are you interested in Diablo 4? It's coming. It's coming, baby. This is the beginning of the Activision acquisition stuff.
Spigot?
I was trying to think of something else to rhyme with what I was saying, but Activision.
Yeah, I
whatever.
gotcha. As far as Diablo 4 goes, no. I mean, let's face it. We're all going to be playing Dragon's Dogma 2 anyway. I mean, is there really... I mean, I'm not going to say that Blizzard and Microsoft picked a bad time to put the game on Game Pass, but at the same time, I mean, we just got so many other more games to play, and I'm sure that a lot of us here have games to play on our backlog that we haven't finished yet. Even if they aren't playing Dragon's Dogma 2, I mean... Holly, you said it earlier, I mean, Monad, I'm guessing he's still playing Vanishers. I mean, I'm getting Helldivers 2, and I'm probably going to play with Arcane later on this week. I told him that once I get it, he and I could play together, but... Yeah, anyway, no, not really looking forward to Diablo 4 on Game Pass. I am looking forward to future Activision games coming to Game Pass, though. I just want to play the old CODs. I want to play those campaigns. Come on, Activision, hurry up, please.
Okay, well, fair enough. The other one that I loved, actually, that was actually gifted to me, was Evil West is coming as well.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys ever get a chance to check that out?
It's in my backlog.
On Game Pass earlier?
No, that was Weird West.
Weird West. There's so many Wests. Yeah, Evil West is third person over the shoulder vampire hunting, kind of like B level, but the combat is just really, really good. I loved it, and it gets pretty difficult, to be honest.
It's like God of War meets Devil May Cry.
Kind of, yeah.
You need to think about it.
Yeah, and it's really brutal. I mean, the mechanics are really great. And who does it? Is that Focus that does that?
Yes, that was
That's right.
that was Focus Entertainment who published it.
Man, and who's the dev? Because
It was Wild Hog Games, I think.
Wait, are you talking about Weird West?
no, Evil West.
We're talking about Evil West.
Sorry.
Hold on. Looking that up as we speak.
Wild Hogs? Is that what you
It
said?
was third-person shooter developed by Flying Wild Hog, published by Focus Entertainment.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. That game, I love that game. Play it all the way through. Colt Eastwood, where's Assassin's Camera? He said it was actually Colt that actually gifted it to me. Because I was like dying. I really wanted to play it. Like whenever it first came out. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Love that game. Flying Wild Hogs. I'm telling you guys, man. Focus knows, like they have so many great underrated games under their in their publishing belt. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but anyway, that's also coming to Game Pass. And then what's this other one? It's like robot builder with no guns. Lightyear
Frontier is going into early access.
Okay, anyone interested in that little thing? That hot little ditty?
To be honest, that seems like more of DeMarco's alley. But
Is
I
it
could
up
be
your
wrong.
alley, DeMarco? You just
Are
don't have the
muted,
words?
Marco?
He's like, no.
Okay. He just can't handle the excitement for the game, I guess. Okay, great. Fantastic. So, I love it.
So, I have the full list here. So, coming to Game Pass in the second half, we have Terra Invicta on PC, we have Diablo 4, We have Ark Survival Ascended. We have Super Hot, Open Roads, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2, Evil West, FI 23, The Quarry, and MLB The Show 24. Not a bad list, if I don't say.
But you just said it, so don't lie to me.
You're right.
MLB. Demarco's having audio issues. Oh, it's your headset, Damarco. I think your headset's like overriding your
headset. Yeah.
It might be overriding.
Wait.
Well,
it says you're muted.
That should have done
Speak.
Ah!
There we go. Okay.
There you go. I said speak, not scream, but all right.
Did you want to say something about Lightyear Frontier, the Buzz Lightyear prequel?
If it was a Buzz Lightyear sequel, I'd be more excited.
What would that look like anyway? Just a little Tim
listen,
Allen running around.
God,
Listen,
gross.
The movie Lightyear,
Pixar.
other than being a kid's movie, was actually not that bad. Like when it was doing sci-fi stuff, I was like, damn. I remember turning in the theater with the person I was with, and I was like, they were doing all this sci-fi like time travel stuff, and I was like, this is damn cool. And then the kids part of the movie happened. I was like, oh.
He said, "Damn, Daddy."
They were like making jokes about sandwiches, like on other planets, you put the bread in between the meat.
You're
And I was like, all right, you lost me.
You're just with the person you're watching the movie with. You're like, this is fucking sick, bro. Look at this, and there's just kids all around you, just like crying because you're just screaming profanity. That was me. I mean, I remember crying at what's the one about the Christmas one where the two brothers had to take their dad.
Two brothers, and there's an asteroid, and they're running from a Mexican
Something.
armada. It's two brothers.
That's what something like that. But you know what I'm talking about. The Christmas one. I cried really hard.
Nobody got me a reference.
Okay, I thought the game, right? Two Brothers, the game.
No.
Mm.
I guess Rick and Morty's just too intellectually.
Oh,
I find it funny.
it is. It is. Speaking of intellectual, that Arcane Realm, the Arcane Realm, just jumped in $5 super chat. What's up, man? Thank you so much. He says, "Hello, is this thing on?" Thank you so much, man, for the $5, bro. I really appreciate you, and hope you're doing good. I see you tweet all the time, and I just we miss you. We had a good run for a little while on your monthly break. Go ahead, yeah.
I see Colt said Phil friended you on Xbox Live, no biggie, huh?
Me.
Congratulations, but it was inevitable.
It was inevitable. I know. Holly was mad. Holly was mad when you said that. She's like, "What do you mean?" And I was trying to tell you.
No, she wasn't.
She met him. She hugged him. She kissed him. I can hear my dog. I don't know why my dog. I'm gonna go get my son here in a minute. My furry son, so everyone understands.
Damn.
But anyway, sorry. Let me catch up real quick. Oh, great. Okay. I'm sorry, Assassin. You were saying?
I was done.
Yeah. Okay. What else? Okay, so we were talking about reviews, and look, I don't. We're talking. Okay, Alone in the Dark is one game that people are like, it's okay. That's sort of the consensus that I'm seeing. Rise of the Ronin. Holly, I'll let you take this one because Rise of the Ronin has had veterans of the genre come out and say rough, and other people are saying it's okay. It's okay. So can you tell me how this started with the review? What's the thing you jump up and down on? A seesaw.
A trampoline.
Dance pad.
Trampoline. Yeah. Can you tell me? So who was it that had the first bad impression? And then let's just go from there.
Yeah.
Me?
Well. You? Okay.
No.
So there's a few people in the gaming space, right, that you tend to enjoy and trust, right? Their personality jives with yours, and so Fighting Cowboy is the one that I really like for Souls content, and he plays a lot of games that I don't necessarily always enjoy, but I do enjoy watching him play them, and he does really good Let's Plays and walkthroughs for specific games, especially Elden Ring. If you ever want to know anything about Elden Ring, like, I'm sure he has a video on it. They're really good. So he got early access to Rise of the Ronin from Capcom. No, sorry. No, it's not Capcom. But he also got Dragon's Dogma from Capcom. That's why I was thinking about that. And so he's been making some videos on it. Unfortunately, he is not allowed to show his footage. He's only allowed to show B-roll from the studio. Because it was early access and they'd given him this opportunity, you know, of course he's giving a fair review, but also trying to, you know, be gentle about his critiques with the game. And even with the tinted glass of, you know, I'm trying to soften the blow on when things come out badly, it was still a pretty rough initial first impression. Graphics, which I feel like this game has been critiqued for quite a while now, right? About the graphics on the game. It doesn't bother me as much, but I can understand for sure, right? Why that's not great. He was comparing it a lot to...
I think a lot of people were saying with what is it, the Ghost of Tsushima coming to PC around the same time, right? So yeah.
And they're saying the graphics are worse than Ghosts were.
Exactly. Yeah,
just simply using the fact that Ghost is old, you know, a few years old now, right? And also, mechanics are supposed to be pretty tough. They said the horse riding in particular is extremely difficult. It's like a stick that just moves, doesn't work right. Don't know why. It's just really, really bad. The side content is extremely repetitive, or it is not something worth your time
a lot
and
of
effort
generic
to do.
Go there, get
It'll
this.
be like, go in and pick up these herbs.
Pick up
You
a
pick
flower,
5
yeah.
herbs and turn them in, and they'll
Is
be
that-
like,
is that the
thank
example-
you.
I was listening to ACG's podcast.
Wait.
And they were talking about it, and he was explaining how they were like, yeah, you know, there'll be a quest, and I think they heard this from Fighting Cowboy. They're like, yeah, there's a quest, because ACG also had the game, so he was playing it too, or Carrick. But they were saying how, yeah, there's a quest to go get this random flower, and of course there's gonna be like 5 guys like, no, you can't have the flower. It's like just
Not
a
my
random flower. Not my flower. And there's like 5 guys guarding the flower.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Silly things like that, right? Like, okay,
so-
right?
So they're critiquing the game for being more Bethesda-like? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, dude, no.
That's literally
Yeah.
a page out of Skyrim.
I need you to go to the ear doctor, and I need you to get him clean, because that's not what's being said. So just do me a favor.
Sir, you have no idea how many times I was told by a dark elf to go get Nirnroot. 5 of them. And then it was 5 more. And then it kept going and going. And how many times have I fought a bandit trying to get that damn Nirnroot from that one farm near fucking Rorikstead?
No, that's
Okay, it's
one
pretty accurate.
single. That's one single quest in the whole game.
Do
So,
I
you
need to
done it,
ask for
bro?
more fetch quests? Do I need to give you more?
It's listen. Most quests in game design, they'll have you go reach and retrieve some MacGuffin, right? That's just quest design. But the thing about it is what are they wrapped up in that makes them interesting? And I think what Holly's saying, and I don't want to speak for you, but is because I've heard the same thing from people, is that they're not wrapped in anything interesting. It is literally just go get that flower and bring it back, and that is the whole quest, and it's over.
Yeah,
And
it's
there's-
not like when you play
No.
Red Dead and you get a quest line, it could take you 2 hours to go do a side quest or something, right? Like,
and it starts off with please go catch this train. Like,
right, but it
you know,
becomes
something
way
mundane.
more
Yeah.
intricate, or yes, right.
Or The
you
Witcher
meet
3,
this person,
For that matter.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
even Elden Ring, when you see patches, right? And you have to do these certain steps with patches to unlock certain things, right? So, it's none of that, It's very anticlimactic, and then the collectibles. He had some comments on collectibles and just the fact that there are these flags that you raise every so often, which are sort of like your fast travel points, but that was pretty unremarkable too. It's kind of disappointing because that game looked really fun. I didn't care about the graphics so much because certain games you're just like, okay, whatever. The gameplay looks pretty cool, but the movement and the scaling of the walls and stuff like that was not great. They said the gameplay in Neo 2 is far better than this
And this
one.
this is the Neo Deaths, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So
And I've heard too that the controls are like complicated because Carrick was saying how you want to do things, but you need to like take your hand off all the movement buttons to put in
that's right.
combos, and now you can't move because you're too busy trying to do an attack, and it was just unintuitive in that way.
I remember him saying that too. Yeah, like it wasn't. It's because they're talking about like the juggling or the rock paper scissors of Ghost of Tsushima,
Yes,
and how like even
combos.
that could be frustrating, and you're like, come on, man, I just want to fight this dude, and I understand people's complaints about that, but if you're and honestly, like when you're trying to make something unique in this setting after something like Ghost of Tsushima, like the Assassin's Creed Red is gonna be the one set in Japan and all that's gonna be a little difficult if they don't try to. That's going to be difficult for them to try to make something special in comparison to what's come before, because there's, I don't know, and even Ghost of Tsushima did like the zipping around, swinging and stuff like that. Rise of the Ronin is like, now we're going to zip around and do gliders and whatnot. Yeah, Holly?
No, I was just gonna say, and I just hope that Ubisoft takes a little of the Ubisoft out of their Japanese game. You know, like I hope
Right.
it's not too Ubisoft, right?
Right.
Holly,
yeah.
you
And
ask
I'm really hoping-
you saying that is like asking Activision to stop asking for money in the Call of Duty store. It's not gonna happen. It will
love
never
Ubisoft
happen.
games, for the record.
I do too,
Far
but
Cry is great, but you know, it is a formula, and I don't feel like it fits every genre. Right.
to be fair, a lot of people were doing the Ubisoft formula for the past 10 years, and now everybody's doing the Sony formula nowadays, so I
What's
think the
Sony
Ubisoft formula is kind of fitting it. What?
What do you mean by the Sony formula?
Third person over the shoulder. Action adventure.
I feel like everybody's doing that.
I mean, A Plague Tale, Evil West, Banishers, a few others, Exodus. I could probably list off a dozen.
Jonah said, the problem with Ubisoft games is that they're made by Ubisoft. Yeah. Sound reasoning.
Some of their studios are pretty good, I will say.
Yeah.
Ubisoft Montpellier did Prince of Persia.
Massive.
They did very well. Massive, yes.
Montpellier.
Massive is
Division.
fantastic. Yes.
Yes. A lot. They have a good few studios under their belt, but not all of them need
Which
to.
one made the Mario vs. Rabbids games? Is that
That was,
that
I
Montreal?
think. No, that wasn't Montreal. I think that was Paris. Let me look that up. You guys keep talking. I'll look it up.
those games are really, really good. I like Rabbids, but the combat in
Mario.
those are actually pretty tough.
It was made by Ubisoft, Milan, and Paris.
Okay. So, are you guys still interested in getting this? Because one of the things that you guys were talking about was like they said the graphics weren't that bad. Holly, you said that it wasn't necessarily bothering you. We've talked about how games don't need to be amazing and beautiful and just to be a banger. Like look at Power World, and even Power World looked pretty good. But
Helldivers
with-
too.
Helldivers
But I
2
feel
looks
like the
really
art
good.
style is more forgiving in Power World, right?
Yeah, because you're like that's what you're gonna expect. You're not gonna expect like realistic, butterfly worms or
Right.
whatever's in that
The
game.
guns look realistic though. Enough.
They look realistic, as in like Fortnite realistic. Yeah.
Pretty much,
Um,
yeah.
Can you imagine a real life looking Depresso would be scary as heck.
Oh my god.
Jesus H Christ.
Yeah, that would be.
Oh god.
God, I love that. Lotus Esprit says tons of people are talking about Rise of the Triad again. Was that the Sleeping Dogs online game? Is that what that was? Yeah, you remember that? Remember the Sleeping Dogs online thing that was canceled?
Sleeping Dogs.
Yeah, Sleeping Dogs was True Crime, but they renamed it Sleeping Dogs. It's the same franchise or same IP essentially, but they renamed it for Sleeping Dogs. But okay, anyway, I guess no one knows what the hell I'm talking about.
I see. Rise of the Triad is like a Doom game, like an old school, running on the original Quake engine.
Okay,
Jesus.
The boomer shooters, as they call them.
Game. That's what I'm.
Arena
seeing.
shooters have now become boomer shooters.
Triad.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, did you guys ever play that? What was it that came out? It was like Zodius, Morbius, Zodiac,
What?
Morbin,
You're excellent.
Ninja Turtles, Morphin. What the hell was it
Now,
called? It was like
now you've lost me.
Power Rangers.
It was like Doom, but it has like this really cool art style. It was like modern, but like pixelated. Proteus. Thank you, Udani. Thank you. I was close. Zodiac, starring Jake Gyllenhaal as the main alien. Yeah, Proteus was awesome. Proteus.
Right.
Yeah, it was really good. So you guys have PlayStation 5s. But Marco, you gonna get Rise of the Ronin? All right.
Look, I'll be. If I wanted to play a prototype. If I wanted to play a Souls-like game, I would hop back into Elden Ring, or I would go for Ghost of Tsushima on PC. Unfortunately, Rise of the Ronin, based on what I've been hearing, is not scratching that itch, and especially in a season with Dragon's Dogma 2, which would take absolute precedent if I'm being brutally honest. Rise of the Ronin does not have its spot on my limited availability, and increasingly limited availability at that.
Okay. So, Holly, are you still like, I'll get it? Or are you just like, Dragon's Dogma? Where are you at?
I have Dragon's Dogma pre-ordered, so
Install,
I'm
I
getting
think,
that.
came out today. Pre-install.
Oh, good. I bought the deluxe edition because it was only $10 more, and cosmetics. But I think I'm gonna hold off on Rise of the Ronin. I was anyway, because Dogma's gonna be such a big game that it feels silly to spend full price for both of them at the same time and only be able to play one. So I'll probably get Rise of the Ronin later when there's a pretty good sale on it. I'm still interested in it, just not at full price.
Okay. All right, Assassin, you gonna get that bad boy?
Yes, but like Holly, I'm not gonna jump on that immediately. I'm too hyped on Dragon's Dogma 2 coming up, just like the rest of y'all. Isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's the one game that all of us are interested in, right? Dragon's Dogma 2. I think we can all agree there.
Yeah.
What a miracle!
What a miracle!
Right, exactly.
And how
So we
none
can
of
have a
us are
full
excited
party.
for Princess Peach Showtime.
Listen, we're just so excited we don't have any of the words.
Listen, we just hate Nintendo here.
That's true.
No, it's not. No, it's not. We all have massive respect for Nintendo here. Don't worry.
We do.
Massive respect.
Well, maybe not DeMarco, since he's a PC guy and he's not
Mass-
supposed to like Nintendo.
Mass Effect.
Yes, I knew you were gonna go with that.
Stop.
Oh, somebody clicked really quickly on Bioshock 2 Remastered. I wonder if that was.
Dude, Injustice 2 is sick.
Yeah, Injustice 2
It's a
great.
very good game.
It's a good
Injustice
game.
2 is so good. The single player is great because you actually get like gear and you level up and you can like equip your heroes with like visible gear, and that really turned me on.
It was pretty cool. And now
It was
now they made
very
it really-
fun.
easy to get gear too. I think they kind of phased out a lot of the microtransaction-y parts.
That's right.
So I think
Yeah,
it's easier to get stuff than it was when it launched.
Right. All right. Well, hey. There you go, guys. So I'm gonna leave that up for a little while and see what happens. So if you're listening and you're not in chat, I just dropped a poll for game codes. So you go in there and you vote, and I'll wait a few minutes, and then I'll drop that code for someone to drop it like it's hot.
I have a quick story that can fill in
Story
the void
time.
Well, it's more of a question for everybody, but it's a fun one. And by the time it's over, perfect time to close that poll. But
I'm excited.
Monopoly Go. Do you know Monopoly Go?
I'm out.
Yeah. No, you can't. You have to. No, you're in.
Is this the mobile Monopoly?
Yeah.
All right, now I'm definitely out.
Yeah. No.
Monopoly?
No. Monopoly Go.
Okay.
How much? It's been out for 10 months.
Yeah, I had.
How much money? It's a mobile Monopoly game. How much money do you think that Monopoly Go made in 10 months of being out?
A mobile game?
69 billion.
It is a mobile Monopoly game.
Oh, Lotus.
But it's not like actually Monopoly. It's a bit different, but it is mobile Monopoly. How much money do you think it made? 10 months it's been out.
$1.
Real guesses. Real guesses.
Okay. All right. 10.
That is a real guess.
Let's see. 10.
Lotus says 60 million.
I was gonna say 10 billion.
1 billion a month for 10
months.
You think it made 1 billion per month in 10 months?
Man, these days.
220
220 billion?
million.
220 million?
All right, fine. 115 million.
115 million in 10 months?
Yeah.
All right. It is made. Are you ready for this? It is made $2 billion in 10 months for mobile Monopoly to buy like dice rolls and little like tokens and other types of mobile garbage.
Monopoly Go
billion with a B. Billion.
Isn't that
insane.
the one with the cards? It's like the real estate game with the cards, though, right?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
have you
it's not
played it in real
actual-
life?
Hey, Damarco, can you say 2 billion again like that? Just one more time.
Billion.
I love how it
Remake.
cuts out. It's so
Cuts it.
powerful. Can you say it again?
Billion.
Okay, we got it now.
Billion with a B. Billion dollars
Who needs billions when you could have
in 10
millions?
in 10 months. It is.
You know how much COD's gonna make though? It's gonna dwarf that by.
Oh, sweet Jesus. God, no.
astronomical.
Oh, God, no.
COD Mobile launches globally the 21st, and it looks fantastic.
It
really,
looks
really
fantastic, but it's going to run like shit.
good. I don't know,
Okay,
man.
wait.
I don't
Describe
know.
this.
People need to
It's
stop spending
all
so
of
much in these
Warzone.
mobile games.
Sir,
like-
sir, you
like-
can't.
All of
Oh.
Al Mazrah available on your phone globally. Like everybody's gonna have
Okay.
total access. Like just like you play on your console, it's gonna be on your phone.
Wow.
Like,
Okay.
so you could take a controller with you and just sit your phone down and just like.
Just get it. Okay. That's crazy. I guess I didn't understand the scope. Crippling Debt says, speaking of shocking mobile numbers, I can't believe some people think the mobile profits of COD and Candy Crush won't pay for ABK in just a few years. I think that's what they're banking on. Yeah, and those people are silly little. What would you call them, DeMarco?
Goofy goobers.
Silly little goofy little goobers. Yeah, yeah. I agree, Crippling Debt. Totally agree with that. Yeah, I think that's what they're banking on. Which it felt random to us, like. Okay, they're getting Activision Blizzard King? And then you're like,
Yes.
oh, King, I get. Speaking of Monopoly, right? No. So anyway, let's give another 5 minutes for this poll. Be sure to vote in the poll for code.
You know who's
quiz.
not doing hot right now, Red?
Yes, please segue into what I was about to ask you to segue into.
You weren't gonna have me segue into anything.
I was going to ask you to talk about Alan. Alone in the Dark 2, because you're the one who was hot on the heels of reviews for that game. What's going on with Alone in the Dark since that comes out soon? Like tomorrow.
Wait, yeah, it does come out tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. So Alone in the Dark reviews are mixed. Some people are liking it, some people definitely don't. Sitting at an average of 62 on Metacritic. But like I've said before, games have reviewed mixed or average before, and they have become hidden gems over the years, so maybe Alone in the Dark will end up being one of those, but Alone in the Dark just seems like a horror franchise that just cannot win just to save its own life. Like, it tried rebooting at least 3 times, and each time it just didn't work. So,
Other than the 2009 Alone in the Dark, did they do it again?
I think maybe it was just that one time and this time. I don't know.
Okay.
All I know is that Alone in the Dark is just a cursed franchise. Like, whenever a new game comes out for that IP, it does not perform well.
Oh, I missed a super chat. Udani said,
Buy a Zora, buy a Zora, buy a Zora.
that's what he said.
Yanani, I don't get it.
I can't believe you timed that so perfectly. That was amazing. They
Oh
said
my
that.
God.
Hang on, but earlier Yodani said Phil and Ted sitting in a tree, always Lying. There we go. I just didn't want to miss that. But now I'm already
Anyway.
talking about Yodani. Is Asmongold literally sitting in his own filth? Holly, I don't know if I want to say that out loud. I don't know what this is that I'm seeing. Is that
I don't know what it is either.
I'm scared, Udani. I don't want to say it. He said some sort of Arabic slur, exactly as it was written. Buy a Zera, buy a Zera, buy a Zera. Anyway, thank you, Udani, for that.
Oh, it's a Dune reference?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I can say Lisan al-Gaib. Did I say it
Yeah.
right?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't speak
All right.
French.
Anyway, go ahead, Assassin.
That's not
So what are
I know,
people
I
saying
was
about
joking, Holly.
what are people saying about this Alone in the Dark?
You want me to repeat exactly what I just said? Because you already
Well-
asked me about this.
I did, but let me ask you again. What are people saying now? In the past 47 seconds since I asked you last, what are they saying now?
That they're not buying it.
Oh man, okay. But you pre-ordered it and you're getting it, right?
I did
Alan
not
in the
pre-order it.
Okay. Alan in the
No, I'm
Dark.
definitely not.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
not
excited
now,
for
anyway.
it. It's a third-person horror shooter, and the world of I'm gonna keep saying Alan.
Here you go.
The world of Alone in the Dark is. I kept trying to say it last time. It was Call of Cthulhu that I kept getting those two things confused. Call of Cthulhu, maybe Call of Cthulhu is what you were thinking of, Assassin. Call of Cthulhu for original Xbox. I can't think if you play as Edward Carnby. Am I mixing two different things? Because one is
Don't ask me.
one is Cthulhu, and then the other one, like the Sinking City. Okay, like that's Cthulhu. Damn it. Stop. I'm gonna start getting distracted with the TED stuff. And then the other one is Alone in the Dark, which is more like curse-based stuff.
Please don't distract him, for the love of God. Don't distract him.
Yeah, I'm already distracted as it is.
We'll be here for hours if you do. Please don't.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway. Okay, that's fine. Look. So
Call of Cthulhu is Sinking City. You are correct.
right, it's that same universe. Alone in the Dark is not. This is different. It's not that universe, right?
Stop with the
I don't-
TED.
I don't know
Ted in the
Alone in the
Dark.
Dark. I don't really know.
Stop
anything
it.
about that.
You don't remember the Alone in the Dark from 2009 where you were the dude with the hair and the jacket?
You can't tell with my camera off, and
Sounds
I'm
like-
shaking my head just like them.
Sounds like every
Okay.
Sony game. Except
You're
for
right.
War.
It was like you would run around
no
in third
jacket, no
person. Right, exactly. No jacket, no shirt, no hair. Literally. Anyway. Well, it's interesting. I mean, it's not getting a whole lot of marketing either, which is always scary, right, Bethesda? No, I'm kidding, because that was not the case. Well, I guess it kind of was. I don't want to talk about Starfield, but Alone in the Dark. Dude, they got an update today for
500
PC.
new fixes, right?
I
Now we can
read
finally stop losing digilocks.
I read the patch notes for Starfield's update patch notes. Holy shit. Like that is the largest. So many.
It's just honestly it's crazy to me that I played the game and I had a lot of polish when I played. And it's insane to me that they're still doing these massive bug fixes. But and I don't want to detract too much on this subject, but it's insanity to me that they're doing all these bug fixes and they still don't have city maps. And like those other kind of basic features that they said, yeah, we're working on it. And they still don't have some of them. That's insanity to me.
What?
Red doesn't want to talk about it.
He said that's insanity to me. It was lagging a little bit, but
You were lagging,
yeah.
bro. You really were.
Sorry.
But I think everyone heard what you were saying, and I'm whenever I saw that update, I was like, I'm really glad to see like it just the more updates like this that we get, the better everything will be. The groundwork will be laid for DLC, because you don't want to just like throw out the Shattered Space DLC or whatever's coming next, and you still need yeah, whatever. Yeah. So,
You want to know what I think whenever I see that? Whenever I see those fixes, Red?
yeah.
God damn, we're going to be really waiting a long time for Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5, aren't we?
Yes.
That's what I think every fucking time. Because you think it only took like 10, 15 people to fix all that? No. No, it did not. That's not even including the people that were working on the Shattered Space DLC.
No, but I would hesitate to say that Bethesda doesn't have a incredibly large size of team working on the QA and bug fix stuff, because they've stated that they had one of the largest teams, and how much resources Microsoft was putting in to support some of that testing, and I know that they were working with like third-party QA testers and stuff like that, so they put a lot of resources into the polished part of the game. So obviously not 100% of that is going to stay post-launch, but I'm sure there's still a pretty sizable chunk, which leaves room explicitly for Bethesda to work on the DLC. So yes, it'll be a while, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's not as long as we might think.
Well, I gotta tell you, Damarco, Todd has got to let the other teams work on multiple games. We can't just wait 15 years between mainline entries.
Well,
We just can't.
but we don't want to.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we have no choice. But at the same time, Todd has got to let some new people... He's got to let some more people come in and take the reins. He just cannot keep doing it forever.
Yeah, we need a
We need fresh eyes. We need fresh eyes. We need fresh blood. We need everything.
we need a Bethesda B team for sure. But anyway, don't want to detract too
Yeah.
much from other topics.
Yeah, neither do I. Anyway, so Red,
Oh, well, on that subject, Battlefront Collection had a monster terrible release.
that's what I was going for.
And speaking of patching a lot of things, they actually came out with their patches. They release a big patch right now, and it's on PC. It's still in submission for consoles, so Switch, PlayStation, Xbox. And you want to talk about another laundry list of fixes? They actually fixed a ton of stuff, which is good to see. My issue with the whole thing now, and I will say, I made a whole video about this. I love Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 was like literally my childhood game. I've been playing on single player.
Remake. They didn't make a remake. They made a demake. They
made a
it.
demake, exactly.
I'll take
Yeah,
take
and
things
so-
that age poorly for $10, Doc.
And so,
Angry Joe
like,
just put up a review on it.
I know it's brutal.
Yeah.
Who did?
And the thing is, like,
Angry
and
Joe.
this is my whole point. The biggest draw of this game for Battlefront Collection was for people to jump in and play online, because the majority of us, we never got to play online during that time. Okay, so that's the first thing that everyone jumped on, and rightfully so. They're upset that it's not working at all. Okay, in my perspective, I just played single player. I encountered 2 bugs ever. It was a grenade blew up, and it was supposed to go boom, and it went, eh! And I was like, "What the fuck was that?" And then the other thing was in Galactic Conquest, whenever you would scroll your bonuses, it wouldn't highlight. It was just like all grayed out. I was like, "What is this?" And that was it. Only bugs that I ever encountered in like the 5 hours straight that I played. But that's not why people bought the game. It is absolutely a disaster with the online. And they launch with 3 total servers, 3 64-man servers. And Damarco, you and I were just joking last show about just get another server. But they literally they did the thing that we were joking about.
I have a theory about that part though, and I think this was Angry Joe that said it actually. I have a theory that there was just a bit of a lapse in communication where they had only 3 servers, because they fixed that quick. They fixed that really quick. And I think that it was a miscommunication between the amount of servers they had when the game was released for early access for reviews versus when it went public, and they like forgot to basically switch them on or get them running or do what they needed to. So I'm curious if that was just poor planning and on their part, but it was ridiculously silly mistake to begin with.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
They had some of the other bugs. They had a bug. They had multiple bugs where they were using old textures from Battlefront 1 and maps on Battlefront 2, like all over the place apparently, which was a huge problem. There was an issue where, and this was from Angry Joe, where they had the Mos Eisley Cantina music because they opened up the Hero Assault mode to all the maps, which is super cool, right? But in the original Battlefront, it was only available on Mos Eisley. So you would have songs like the Cantina music and other stuff because it was appropriate, and they didn't fix that. So then they were playing a match on Dagobah, and just over and over and over while they're playing Hero Assault on Dagobah, it's just playing do 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 do, and they're going around. He's like in the cave where if you play Battlefront 2, you know the cave in Dagobah, and you can hear like, because it's supposed to be where Luke goes.
I know what noise you're trying to make. Yeah. So.
You hear the Darth Vader breathing, and it's just just hearing do 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 do.
So stupid.
Because they didn't fix the audio. They didn't fix the audio for it so that it played appropriate tracks, because they just didn't do it. It was a mess all over, and good that honestly I'm curious how many people who are excited for KOTOR are excited that Asper's not working on it anymore. For the remake.
Yeah, Asper's had a bad pedigree with this kind of stuff.
They hired 7 people to make the game.
Was it literally 7 people?
No, I don't know. It just
that's what it feels like. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's what it feels like. Yeah, Holly, did you ever play it back in the day, 20 years ago? Okay. Did you see this coming? I was defending it. Colt called me afterwards and he was cussing me out, telling me that I'm a shill. I'm a Disney shill. Not really, kind of. But I hadn't played it when we talked. But anyway, you have. It's a dumb question. You have any desire to play this shitty game?
I wish I could do the Bugs Bunny no gif right now.
No. Yep.
No.
No. Yep. Anyway, Assassin, you weren't born when this came out, but
when did it come out?
2004.
I was 6.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
That's all you. Oh, okay. Anyway, all right. Hey, so anyway, so they patched the game, and it's fantastic. They added one server for 2 people, so now it's 3 servers and whatever. No, on Steam I have heard that it's running a little bit better. Look, the thing is, like, the first impressions are everything, and like when you're banking on nostalgia, you can bet that people are gonna drop their wallets and buy it, and they did, and so I totally. This is not okay. It's not okay. But hopefully they can fix it and bring some new stuff to it. I don't know. I feel like it's too little too late.
They could have done so much more. Imagine, and this is the common example that everyone's sort of been giving, but why not just take the time to do it properly and make Galactic Conquest an online mode?
That's literally what the Axeman said in his video.
That's what everybody's saying.
That's what I said.
Everybody is saying.
I even said in my video, I'm like, you guys know that this is literally when Battlefront 1 and 2, the new Battlefront 1 and 2s came out. That's fucking all people were talking about. Bring Galactic Conquest, and they're like, and then Battlefront 2 came out like, oh, bro, they're gonna do it. They've heard us. They didn't do it. That game mode is so ahead of its time. And it's still to this day, and they just didn't even bother. And I had people in comments like, it never had online support. Why would you think it would? I was like, because they fucking should try to elevate it in some way to bring some. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Remake?
Yeah.
A remaster.
Yeah.
They could do more things in the remaster than just ruin it.
Yeah.
That's an option.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Welcome to the Renegade Realm podcast, where we talk about nothing but cursed franchises, starting with Alone in the Dark and Star Wars Battlefront.
At least it's doing better than Suicide Squad.
At least it's doing better. Exactly. Exactly. By the way, everyone in chat, Mortal Kombat Xbox code is in the chat, and it's not global. I'm going to have to look into a better way to do this, because I feel bad now that the people who are not in the U.S. can't get the codes, and that I guess that just never crossed my mind. But there it is. But I'll look into that into the future and see what I can do about it. But if you guys redeem the code, let me know when you redeemed it, and I'll have someone here on the panel check it to make sure it's live still, and then I'll drop another one near the end of the show. But yeah, let me know who got it. Lotus Esprit just dropped OP. It's Mr. Bill. I can't remember the name. What is happening with this game? I don't know. Anyway, Lotus, thank you so much for the 20. That is so nice of you. It looks like it's like a trash picker upper with a robot eye, a robot rocket eye.
Like a cyborg.
It's a cyborg. Okay, I love that OP. Love it, fantastic. Anyway, Lotus, thank you so much. You're a legend. Legend. Anyway,
I'm down with Shaggy.
Did you guys? Oh God, guys! I've never done a Shaggy impression. Have you, chat? Have you guys tried out the Battlefront collection? I think I have like one friend on my friends list that's playing it. That's C Steph. And I was like, well, I'm playing alone, baby. Anyway.
Go back and play the original.
Surprised.
I could forego, because the fun thing was the bots anyway, if I'm being brutally honest. You know, I had more fun fighting the bots than I did real people.
I mean, and seriously. Yeah, I mean, and seriously, we lost a subscriber. Great. The thing is, like, I was prepared to go in by myself anyway. But
Sorry, I was reading Lotus's comment about the hippo. Sorry.
Oh, it's Popo, the hippo's brother. OP the hippo. Okay, I got you. It's kind of like, are you guys watching Invincible right now, by the way? Second season? Did you see the latest season, the episode?
That's
5.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yep.
Bro,
Yep.
Oh my God. It was slow, and then I was like, what is this season? And then, no, things happened. I was like, we're back.
That was my favorite episode, actually.
Dude,
that's
yeah.
That's the one where Donald confronts Cecil, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
And you're like,
that
man,
was
what
one
a
of my favorite things. Yeah, I love that.
they do so many of these guys. Let me know in the chat if you guys are watching Invincible. It is, if you like The Boys, it is like The Boys, but it's animated. It's the only thing I can really ever compare it to. It's not as raunchy as The Boys, but it's definitely as brutal, if not more brutal, for an animated series. It's really brutal.
Superhero-y.
It's more
If that makes any
superhero-y,
sense. Like,
and
it's
it
not
does.
It's not as dark. It's dark in a different way.
Right. It's not like
Yeah.
depressing dark. It's like the thing about these superhero shows like Marvel and stuff like that. John Millard, what's up? Is Ronin a Souls-like?
Yes.
Yes. There you go. Yeah.
It's,
and hey,
it's kind of.
Sort of.
It's a different kind of source. Yeah, it's a unique kind of Souls-like, but it is a Souls-like at the end of the day.
John, it's made by the people that made
Neo.
Neo.
Ninja
Yeah.
Gaiden.
And there you go. So it's got that, but it you can change the difficulty. I was listening on Carrick's podcast, and he was even saying like, and it's easy. It's it's as it should be. Is what he was saying.
So then it's not Souls-like, because even Souls-likes you can't change the difficulty.
That's the thing.
The Jedi
but
games, the Jedi
for accessibility,
games are Souls-like, but you could change the difficulty, but they're still Souls.
Yeah. But yeah, John Millard, thanks for jumping in here. I've never seen you before. Appreciate you being here. But what the hell? Oh yeah, sorry, Invincible. You guys should check out Invincible. The thing about the superhero shows is that, like with Marvel, it's like, you know, when Captain America like reels back his punch and he's gonna punch somebody from last Tuesday, and then they just go flying across the room or whatever. It's like, we know we're used to seeing that superhero stuff, but like in Invincible and The Boys and stuff, you're gonna see what it really looks like when someone superhuman punches somebody with as hard as they can. Yeah, and like how brutal it is, and it's like disturbingly brutal. Like this last episode, I was like, man, it just makes you uncomfortable how brutal it is.
Arcane, you could check out Arcane on Netflix, which was a really good show. If you haven't seen that, the League of Legends show was actually incredible. It was super good, and if you like Invincible, you'll definitely like Arcane. And listen, you can watch Invincible because you're going to need an Amazon membership anyway, because you're going to want to check out the Fallout show that just got some of its footage released today.
I'll just wait for it to come to YouTube.
I'm not watching the Fallout show?
Yeah, people are gonna literally record it and put it on YouTube. They always do.
I mean, if you want to watch it like that, that's fine.
Assassin, are you not excited for Fallout? Fallout?
I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I don't know, man. I'm more excited for other things. I'm more excited for Knuckles and the Devil May Cry anime coming this year and Tomb Raider. I'm just more excited for those than Fallout. I don't know. I'm still a bit salty that they chose Fallout as the IP they're gonna put to TV and not Elder Scrolls.
I like Fallout. I don't know.
Because after
Like,
Game of
Fallout
Thrones,
has
I mean,
more-
what fantasy show is there?
Well, Holly, what were you gonna say, Holly? Because I think
I feel like Fallout has more
like mainstream grab. Like,
universal.
Yeah.
Appeal.
Exactly.
Plus, you're forgetting they have the Rings of Power, right? And they have Wheel of Time, which are fantasy. And
Never heard
Fallout
of those. So they must not be that good, I guess.
Well, it's okay.
Rings of
So
Power is from Lord of the Rings, so that's on you if you haven't heard of that one.
I've heard of it, but I never watched Lord of the Rings.
Okay,
man, you're such a disappointment.
You're gonna have to...
This is a bigger conversation now.
It is a
Yes,
bigger.
it
It's a
is.
bigger.
Alright, change the thumbnail, change the title, and we're gonna tell all the reasons why Assassin is wrong for not.
Is wrong.
Lord of the Rings.
All the games he hasn't played, all the movies he hasn't watched. Man.
Wait,
You
there's
need to go
games
and
based
watch-
on Lord of the
you need
Rings?
to go- You need to go and watch The Two Towers, which was like the OG, like best video game ever made. Honestly, one of.
Lord of the Rings
Okay,
Conquest.
DeMarco,
Remember
I'm,
that?
I'm
That
gonna
was
tell you, I'm
pandemic.
gonna tell you something.
No, don't. If it's telling me that Lord of the Rings isn't the best game, then don't tell me nothing. I don't want to hear it.
What are you looking for?
This.
He's looking for something.
Ooh, okay. Look
This
at that.
game.
Look how shiny it is. You go and does it smell good?
Oh wow! Look at the EA logo at the very bottom.
This is when EA was good though, so it's okay.
Right.
They were never good, DeMarco. What are you talking
at
about?
that.
Even since
Yes,
2004, they were terrible.
When they made this, they were great.
What
I
year
love
was
that
that?
so
when
much.
they made Tiger Woods 2004, they were fantastic. All right, let me tell you what.
That was the year the spouse litter came to the public. What are you talking
I
about?
also got to play Tiger Woods 2004, and or was it 2006? One of those 2 years was stellar.
It was
And this.
pre Darkside Woods. Or maybe he was always Darkside. That's not what I meant. I meant what I meant. That's not what I meant.
I'm
You guys
gonna
know
be
that.
honest here. I do not watch TV or movies that much, unless it's video game related, or if it's MCU related. I don't really watch TV or movies anymore. I just think that gaming is a far superior form of entertainment. Hell, most of the music I listen to are from video game soundtracks.
Okay. Oh, Crippling Dead is asking, did someone grab the code? I'm gonna check, and I'll drop another code. Well, I can't check, but if someone got the code, just let me know if you got it, and I'll put up another poll before the end of the show and get you guys another game. Yeah, Pandemic, who made the Battlefront games, also did a Battlefront esque game in Lord of the Rings Conquest. Remember that, DeMarco?
Lord of the Rings Conquest, I never did.
Yeah, it's literally Battlefront.
I know it was
except-
really cool, but yeah. I've heard cool things about it, but I never, at that time, when that game came out, that was not the type of game that would have ever grabbed me.
Right.
It's been
right.
redeemed.
Thank you. Okay, fantastic. So I don't know who got it, but you're welcome.
Thank you, Jonas.
Okay.
You gotta watch all the extended cuts, Assassin. All 3 of them.
Okay.
Why do I
Jonas
have
is
to...
Jonas is buying a plane ticket right now so that you can see true cinema is.
What?
I understand why you think. Listen, it's fine. I understand why you think that gaming is a superior medium because honestly, I think it's a fantastic medium too. But when you watch true cinema, like the extended Lord of the Rings cuts, you'll understand.
I've already watched True Cinema, DeMarco.
No,
Back
Like
in
what?
2008 with The Dark
Not-
Knight.
that is also true cinema. But listen, you need all 3 of Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings extended.
No, I don't. Peter Jackson. Isn't it Percy Jackson?
No.
Oh my
No.
god.
No, that's a book character.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, grew up reading Percy Jackson.
All right.
I forgot about that.
Okay. All right. So
I'm so
Anyway.
young.
you're so young, and I love your innocence. But anyway.
No, you don't.
So, okay. So anyway, so what we're gonna do now, the finale of the show. Everyone's getting Dragon's Dogma, and I feel like last time we talked about Dragon's Dogma, everyone was kind of like, yeah, probably. And DeMarco was like, it's taking over my dreams, my mind, my mom, my dad. But you weren't
Whoa.
gonna get it. But now you're gonna get it, right, DeMarco? Because it's coming out Friday.
I have.
Yeah.
He has things he has to do. He can't say that he's going to play it live on camera or else Bethesda will get upset.
God.
Yeah, Todd. If I ever play anything besides a Bethesda game, I guess I should just say it. Todd Howard calls me and asks what I'm. Even if I like sign out of Discord and sign out of Steam and everything, so I'm offline on all accounts. He just I think he's bugged this room, so he calls me. He's like,
Todd,
hey,
Emil,
hey, what are you playing there? Does that game just work? And I go, yes, Todd, it does. He goes, does it then? Does it now? And then he
Does it then?
and then he doxes me.
He
Right.
doxes you.
Oh man, doxing is
Oh
the
my
best.
god.
And then he does, what is it, the swatting? When people like the live streamers.
Oh right.
Yeah,
live
but
streamers
yeah.
are
See,
doing
the thing
things
is, DeMarco, if Todd Howard was supposed to SWAT somebody, I think he would join in the raid.
Yeah.
I think he's that type of guy.
Yeah,
He's
and
just
then
behind the SWAT cop.
he hijacks my PC and it just automatically turns into Skyrim, like launches itself without any commanding, and then I just see as big text on the screen says "Who's laughing now?"
I was gonna
No,
say
he-
Jonas
no.
says, "Who's laughing now?" If you
Yeah.
guys know, he's like, "Yes, I was in the chess club."
Nah, he would
Anyway.
just pretend to load up Fallout New Vegas and say "Psych," and then load up Fallout 4 instead.
Okay, so Damarco's getting it. Holly, you look so excited, and it's intoxicating, your excitement right now. I need you to calm down. Take a deep breath. You're like, fantastic. Okay,
She's
so
like, "Bitch."
bitch. Okay, so seriously, you're getting it, and you're excited about Dragon's Dogma 2. And what I said, by the way, I'll talk about that in a minute. We need to figure out, all of us here, what our main pawns' names are, and grab each other's pawns and use them. That didn't sound right, but you know what I mean. Because that's something that you can do, and that would be so cool. So Holly, you made a fur man. You made a cat man.
Mhm.
Okay. What are you going
Very
with
tall one.
with that? You gonna have a magic person or?
I'm an archer, and my pawn is a mage.
Okay. All right. So this is, you have it pre-ordered.
Mhm.
Okay. Fantastic. All right. Any thoughts? We literally talked about this last week, but I just can't. Dragon's Dogma 2 is taking over everything.
It's just a waiting game at this point. I have 2 days off next week, so I'm gonna try to really get through. You know.
I'm off on Friday and Saturday, so I'll be playing that mostly.
Okay.
You want to fucking brag about it? No. Well, good. So Sassy, you're
Yes.
excited. You're getting into it. Have you made your character? That's what I wanted to ask. Because Damarco and you and Assassin. No, wait, Damarco, you have made your character, right?
I haven't downloaded the character maker because honestly, I
You
just
should.
figured I would do it when the game comes out.
I'm
Not
telling
the
you,
game comes
I am
out.
so.
serious? No, wait. How serious are you about actual character creation? Do you care, or is it like me, where I'm like, really, just give me 4 choices? I don't really care that much.
Good question.
I care more than that, but less than spending. I will
At
not
2 hours
spend
doing this thing.
4 hours in the character creator so it looks like me, because honestly, every single time I've tried, I just have no idea what my face looks like, even though I'm looking at it right now. I can't. I don't know how to do it. So.
I know who I'm making when I make my character.
I make generic. We talked about this last week. I make generic male hero guy that looks slightly different than any of the presets, but you know, not give me four options. I care a little bit more than that.
Okay.
So, I mean, so you don't necessarily need to download the content creator or the character creator, because, like me, I was like, 10 minutes, I'm good. Like, I went through and picked some of the stuff, you know, tried to do something that I could stand to look at for the next 100 hours, and I was like, that's it, I'm good. And do you need to download a whole extra thing for that? But if you're somebody who
I
enjoys
just
it,
want to download. Yeah.
For me, like, I've always been someone who has, like, you start a game after spending a good amount of time, however much time it is, in a character creator, and then like you get into like the light and you start seeing your character move around, and you're like, that's not good. So what's been nice about this is like I'll you know, I created my character, and then like over the past few days, like every other day or whatever, I'm like, I'm gonna jump, you know, load up this character creator and sort of just tweak some stuff, mess with the different settings or whatever, and that way by the time like the game comes out, I'm like, I have done enough. Like there's nothing more I can do with my character, and that's what's kind of been fun about it. And I've never really had that before. There have been character creator demos that have come out post launch of games before, but this one is just so good. It is just, And the music is really great too, by the way. It's really relaxing, really great
the character
ambiance, fantasy. Yeah, and the character creator really good.
Just one music was really good.
Really good, really good. And it's the same in this character creator.
Because that's Dark Arisen is technically the second, right?
No. So Dark Arisen is still the first game. It's like Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. It's not the sequel. It's just that's what the bundle is called. That's what the definitive edition is called. Dark Arisen is an expansion, is all it is. So that's all it is. It's just end game content is what it is. So after you beat the main game.
I just bought Dark Arisen, so I shouldn't have. I was the only one I've played is Dark Arisen, so I did it wrong.
Yeah, so that's the definitive edition of Dragon's Dogma 1 is what you got.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Congratulations.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime. Anyway, that's what's been great about the character creator for me releasing a few weeks before launch, because you can just jump in and just mess with stuff every now and then, and I finally
it's really
created
nice for people who want to spend a lot of time, right? Like it's a really nice feature.
Exactly. Yeah.
Honestly,
and you don't have to question it too much after you start the game. Yeah.
I could see myself spending more time on my pawn than the character I actually play as. I don't know why, but I just want them to be completely distinct. You'll be able to find at some point Chad Buttersworth running around, which is based on one of my D&D characters. And he'll be out in the battlefield.
Characters. Gus Grimley, Chad
Gus
Buttersworth.
Grimley, Chad Buttersworth.
Are you okay?
So you'll be able to find Chad Buttersworth, the sorcerer, running around casting spells.
Okay, are you okay? Are you gonna make a dwarf in this game too? You're gonna make Gus Grimley, or you're gonna make the Aragorn, right? Because you said you wanted to make the Aragorn.
No,
long hair.
No, well, no. My character will probably be just like a human, generic-looking fantasy dude, as you typically make. But my pawn will be something a little bit more creative. How creative? We'll say creative for me, which doesn't mean much.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Donnie says,
What?
easy to Marco. Just make an Italian version of Timothy Charmandery, or whatever his name is, and you're good. There you go. That's true. I mean, yeah, we've seen Timothy Chalamet. I've seen literally everything created in Dragon's Dogma 2 character creator, which is so cool. I love that. Loda says, I spent at least an hour making Hogwarts characters. I did too. Yeah, I was like, what else can I do? The only thing about the thing that bugged me with Hogwarts Legacy's character creator is whenever you change the pitch of your character's voice, it was not optimized for pitch change, so it became robotic, and you just sounded so weird, and I was like, how did they let that fly, man? So, because I didn't, I know that your plan is a 16-year-old kid or whatever, but I didn't want my kid to sound like me, to have a medium pitch voice. I wanted him to sound as not childish as possible, and that just wasn't possible. So, Donnie says,
that sounds like a saying that could be taken out of context.
Exactly. I want my kids to sound more manly. That's not okay. Udani says, my dad calls me the Errorborn.
That's gold. That is actually
love
gold.
That. The Errorborn. Oh my god, that is so god, man. I don't know how Udani. I don't know how the hell you you come up with this Red Wolf's character, Shamon Hihi. Chamoni Hihi. I don't know.
It's Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet. Okay. All right. Oh, that's right. I was gonna drop a code. So. Anyway, Assassin, thoughts on Dragon's Dogma 2? You gonna get into the character creator?
On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being Holly being I don't care, to 10 being you, Red. I don't know. I think I'm probably a 3 or a 4. I don't really care about character creation that much. All I care about is stats and abilities. That's all I care about. In this
What about the
case,
class?
vocation.
Yeah, exactly. Right? That concerns me the most. I went with Archer, but I'm not sure. Right? But
I know it's looked down upon, but I think I might go the mage route. I don't know. Just the big giant warrior type is not for me.
I get that. I like the big warrior type because I like to run up and be in the middle of all the action
Yeah.
versus the mage and the archer characters where they're a little bit further back, and like especially the powerful spells in Dragon's Dogma looks like you're just kind of standing there a while as they charge it up. So I, as cool as it is and how visually awesome those abilities look, I'd rather be like up in the front grabbing and climbing up on the guy and like stabbing him in the back of the head than being like in the back like, I'll get you in 30 more
Spinning things.
seconds.
Right,
And
yeah,
just, like,
right.
spinning your spell around. It's like, only 15 more to go. Oh, sorry, I got hit. I have to start from the beginning again.
I gotta recover. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's supposed to say Chamona. Hee hee. That's how it was supposed to be. I got you now.
Oh God.
I got you.
Strider. What about Strider?
Strider.
Lord of the
His
Rings.
name's Strider. He's over there in the corner smoking weed.
Smoking weed.
I actually, no joke. That is basically I've been listening to the audiobook, which is done by of Lord of the Rings, which is done by Andy Serkis, who of course plays Gollum, and that is almost like that's the voice that he gives to Strider. He's like,
My name is Strider, and I am going to deliver the ring with Frodo. It's up to me as the last ruler of the Numenorians.
and he's like, I don't know
Okay.
if that's actually lore accurate, but he's just
Lumalorians.
Numenor.
Mandalorians.
Mandalore. I'm the last ruler of the Mandalorians.
Right. Oh, look at this.
No, I don't want to. Anyway,
I got this. I ordered an actual book. Look at that.
what?
Look at that. It's all messed up and everything.
Hey, I'm going back to an earlier
Fantastic.
topic, Red. I'm no
Oh,
longer excited for the Fallout
I
show.
dropped it. It just broke. My book broke. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Wait, how do you break a book?
It was really stiff.
What?
I don't know. Just go ahead. Just go
How,
ahead.
how stiff was it? Gee. No,
How-
let us
oh,
see
well.
the book.
Don't stop. Back up.
Oh God. What have I done?
Oh, what? It's, you have
spine
no
break?
idea.
Did the cover
Did the-
fall off?
Did
It
the
shattered
pages
into a
fall
million
out?
pieces. I'm kidding. It's fine.
Oh, Palpy, he definitely is going to.
Okay.
I haven't gotten to that part yet, but he's definitely going to.
So, Red, just went on Twitter just for a second, saw a clip
I'm using a
of the
Starfield
new Fallout
thing
show.
as the bookmark, by the way.
Now,
Just so you guys know.
yeah.
Go
jeez.
ahead. What
That-
happened?
People are not liking it
What?
for some reason.
The show?
I've,
Yes.
I've heard
people-
I've heard some people who have seen the first couple episodes and stuff, and they said it was really good.
So what are
Yeah.
people saying? Like, are they like mad? Like this isn't Fallout, or is it people that don't know Fallout that's not liking it? Because I would expect people
Hold
that
on.
don't know
Hold
Fallout.
hold on. I got people here. Yep. Yeah, it took one clip to ruin my anticipation for the show. Also, why does the Brotherhood of Steel dude sound that way? This Fallout show is gonna suck, isn't it?
I've also
Who
said
said
a
that?
lot of people.
Legacy.
They're Walter Goggins. Nothing with Walter Goggins is bad.
Legacy,
Kelly. You know, yeah, that's what he said. Protagonist's main motive is to quote-unquote do the right thing. Port Chungus Marvel-like dialogue. How does Hollywood keep doing it? Can Amazon please stop ruining every franchise? Yeah, people
Okay.
are not liking this at all.
So what? So this is the early access, right? Because this comes out in 2 weeks, right? It comes out really soon, right?
Comes out
11th.
April 11th. A
11th.
lot of people are not liking the. It seems like they don't like the dialogue. Like it just said, comparing it to Marvel. Like first off, Marvel dialogue not exactly as bad as people remember. The old school MCU films, perfect dialogue. Nowadays, yeah, I can kind of understand it, but It doesn't
I
change
don't
the
think
fact
you
that
should.
some people are just not liking what they see
Well,
for now. For now.
it's just like games. You play games that you want to play by hearing otherwise, right? Or hearing that they're not great. Like, it's fair to take like opinions from other people, but it's not really fair to judge anything until you've experienced it yourself. So just take it with
I
a
mean,
grain of
for the
salt.
minute and a half that I watched it, yeah.
It's a minute and a half out of a whole entire season of a show. I'm just not. Maybe I'll do a review for you, Donnie. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'll do a weekly something.
They said the same thing about Halo.
Oh, don't start on that.
DeMarco, you're a massive Fallout fan.
I like Elder Scrolls better, but
I know. I know you do. That was the joke. That was the hilarious joke that I was making.
Says Elder Scrolls is his favorite. Chewed me out earlier for wanting an Elder Scrolls TV show more than a Fallout one.
I want to see an Elder Scrolls TV show that's animated in the style of the ESO trailers, or like visually. I know that.
Fair enough, yeah, that
But
actually
I
would be
want-
better.
I would like, or the studio that made the original Knights of the Old Republic trailers. We've talked about this before. That are just cinematic masterpieces. I want an Elder Scrolls show in that style. I'm not seeing all what I've been looking at over here is not negative comments. I'm looking at the official Fallout on Prime Twitter. They shared the one.
That is not what I'm looking at, DeMarco. Here, hold on.
And I'm seeing.
Well, I do want to hear what
like
DeMarco's
that.
reading too. What are you seeing?
Honestly, this feels like someone took the amazing Fallout Nuka Break series and gave it a bigger budget. Swear word, this is incredible. It gets better every trailer I see. Someone said this is going to be terrible. I like how it looks like a movie set and not real life. It looks very good. The set and costume design is throwing me off. Everything looks brand new.
Yeah, well,
this looks really good.
Sent it to you, DeMarco. Look at the quotes, the quote retweets, and the actual comments.
If you're looking for the exact video game in any TV show, you're going to be severely disappointed.
Exactly.
It's a really good point. Yeah, yeah.
Things just got interesting. Dude, this sucks.
And the thing about I can see why people might not like the protagonist simply and the thing is, like, there's a contrast between the character which she's written this way to have grown up and evolved. Okay, so she has never seen the outside world. She comes out and she's like all like wee yay, and then she starts seeing some crazy Fallout shit, and I think that's hilarious. I love that. And maybe people are seeing her character dialogue as like too giddy, or I don't know. I'm seeing it.
I do like the jokes people are saying about it, though. That I think one of the quote retweets actually said, "So this is what a protagonist with zero charisma sounds like."
This thread is so much more negative.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And are these from people that have seen it?
The 1 minute clip. 1.5.
Well, that's not fair.
That's just editing. Like, it might have been a poorly edited piece together, or it might be people expecting it to be exactly the game, and like, you have to understand there has to be, I feel like you have to respect the lore, right? But you also have to make it accessible to people who've never played the games.
You have to make it original, but you have to be faithful to the source material.
Let's see. Nerds and Other Legends. He said, "I always trust Twitter reviews."
Yes.
Let's see. Donnie says it'll be right on my birthday. Watch your channel blow up. My channel? I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh, okay. I was gonna say no. Holly, we're waiting. We're waiting for your channel. Yes. If you need any editors, let me know. We'll pay it forward and help you out. Whatever. Sorry. I'm trying to get back to where Nerds and Other Legend says the two trailers that looked awesome. The Acolyte and Furiosa. Yeah, did you guys see the Acolyte trailer? You got and
What's
Not
that?
yet, no.
you haven't seen it? Okay, it's a Star Wars thing. I haven't seen
Well,
Furiosa
never
trailer,
Oh,
but
is that the one with the poster with the lightsaber and the blood trail?
I haven't seen the poster, but I watched the trailer. I mean, and it looks okay. It looks good. Like it really gave me vibes of KOTOR, of the old KOTOR, because it felt kind of, I guess because there's like a lot of Jedi stuff happening. So it felt
Wait, Holly,
like
what were you saying about a poster?
There's a poster that's been floating around Twitter today of the lightsaber on like a beige background with a blood trail like headed up out of the lightsaber up the paper.
Huh. I wonder if
That
that's teasing Return of Anakin Skywalker Slaughterhouse 5.
okay, that might be it. But I watched it. It was great. Yadani Gazada, thank you so much for the $5 super chat.
Those
man.
poor
Thank you so
kids
much.
didn't stand a chance.
Yadani says, love the part where the Pit Boy pips and the fallout and fallouts on everybody and says, it's falling out time. That was my favorite part of the whole trailer.
Jesus Christ.
It's falling out time, like choo, and then it just shows the title card. I can't talk. Lotus Esprit, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate it. So Lotus is really hype, it seems. Lotus put the they put the hype hippo, and
Like the Fallout. The dialogue. I just watched the trailer for the Fallout, this clip, and the thing everyone's complaining about is the Vault Dweller lady. Her dialogue is very naive and like very clueless, and she's speaking almost like a lawyer. But I think that's
Like a lawyer.
she's like trying to sound like a lawyer that doesn't have any idea what she's actually talking about. That was the
She just
impression I
passed
got.
the bar exam.
That's
This is her first
exactly
case.
what
She
I'm-
doesn't know exactly.
And that's
exactly
very
what I'm talking about.
intentional, though. Like I think that she's
Yes.
clearly just out of the vault because obviously she's interacting with Walter Goggins, who we know is a main character from the show. She's just meeting this Brotherhood guy, presumably for the first time as well. So it's and she doesn't have. We saw in the clips how, like in the original trailer, how she actually got kind of the armored vault suit later on. In some of the clips from the trailer, which she didn't have in that scene. So still very fresh out of the vault. And also she's interacting with that old lady who was just making fun of her for being a vault dweller. So still very green to the waistline.
the one that's like,
you're gonna die.
you're gonna die.
I thought you dipped.
Thought you all dead. Yeah, or
Dead.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny.
So I get what they did with that scene, honestly, because she's trying to sound tough, and Walter Goggins just like, you're cute. I'm gonna shoot you now.
Right.
I don't know. I don't. I will say the voice for the power armor was absolutely stupid, though. That was really dumb.
I haven't heard it. What is it? What's going on there?
And you're like, wait, what?
Can you say that
why-
again? Have you seen?
And you're like, wait, what?
Remember, guys? Remember the movie Bubble Boy?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, Holly. Yes, Holly. Remember at the end where the brothers in the suit, and he's like, "Whoa!" and he's like, "I can't hear you." And he's like, "Whoa!" and he's like, "I can't hear you." And he's like, and he takes off his suit. He like takes it off. He's like, he like still sounds the same. Because he's like in this suit that's like muffling his voice. You think it's like muffling his voice, but it's not. It's just how he sounds.
His voice.
Anyway, yeah, that's what it reminds me of. I need to go listen to it. Chris Drake, what? Oh my God, back from the dead. What's up, man? Thank you so much for jumping in here. How'd you find me? Fantastic. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Let's see. Nerds and Other Legends. Carrie-Anne Moss being a badass is the only thing I need to bring me back to Star Wars. Yes, Carrie-Anne Moss is, for those who don't know, that is Trinity from The Matrix. She is in the Star Wars show, and in that trailer, it's like perfect fit. Her being a Jedi, yes, it looks like, yes, that's such a good point, nerds. Great point. Yeah, Jonas says, her being attacked and looted for her resources. Objection! I need that right away. Right. Exactly. Oh my God, I love it. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. This poll has been up for far too long. All right, there it is. Here comes a Metal Gear Solid 5 Xbox US code. US code. Metal Gear Solid 5. Okay. I'm going to drop that in the chat. So just give me a moment and I'll do it. I swear to God, I'll do it. I'll do it, man. Don't tempt me. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. There you go, guys. There's the code, and I'll pin it. All right. Now, listen. If you redeem the code, let me know that you redeemed it. That way I can take it off the list because I don't want to keep posting codes that are fake, pretty much. So, anyway. So we're excited for Dragon's Dogma. We're excited for Fallout. We're just excited for everything. Chris Drake says, just doing school stuff for video game design. Oh, man, it's so good. I'm just glad that you're alive. Chris Drake is an old friend of mine. Haven't talked to him in years. That's how it feels. But glad that you're doing good, doing video game stuff. Chris, can you tell me what game you're working on? Because I know they do intern stuff for development stuff, so you can give us a scoop. There we go. Perfect. Apple TV has a lot of very underrated TV shows. Yeah, I see that.
Apple TV is the best streaming service that you can get.
I was just about to say, I see a lot of people watching it, including you and some other people,
So
and I'm
good.
like, what's on there? I haven't. Jax82, you got it? Did you get it? Is that what you mean by redeemed? Nice. Fantastic.
Every time I'm on Xbox and I see y'all watching something, I see y'all on Max or YouTube. Like, I never see y'all on Apple Plus. Never.
I'm on Apple TV a lot, but
I'm on YouTube a lot. Nice. Jax82,
I'm
glad
on
you got the
YouTube
code,
and
man.
Apple TV.
What's on there, Holly? Like, what's
Mythic Quest, of course.
Mythic Quest, and they've got another season coming. I'm so
I've
excited.
never
If
actually
you play
watched
video
Mythic
games
Quest,
at
but-
all, you need to go get Apple TV for flipping month and watch Mythic Quest. You will pee your pants laughing so hard. It's so good. It's got Rob McElhenney in it.
McElhenney. From
and,
Always Sunny, if you don't know. That's Mac from Always Sunny, for those of you who don't know Rob McElhenney.
Okay.
He also owns half of Wreckingham. What? Right? The Ryan
It's a
Reynolds-
combat game that we are making. I can't say anymore right now, is what he says, Red.
Oh, I see. I
Mythic
know what
Quest
game
is
it
really, really good. The Tetris movie is on Apple TV. It is flippin' awesome. If you don't know the story of Tetris, you should really go watch that movie on Apple TV. It will shock and awe you about how Tetris came to be. And the USSR and it being like tied to the Soviet Union when it was the USSR. It was really cool. And the KGB. It's really cool.
I love that.
It is. And there's that show For All Mankind, which is totally awesome and friggin' fabulous with Joel Kinnaman and a bunch of other people.
Joel. Okay. I've heard Shogun is like the new Game of Thrones right now. Have you guys heard about this?
Yeah, I heard it's good. It's only one season because it's the story.
Oh, so it's over.
Shogun was Shogun
Oh.
was this like big movie in like the 70s or something that people went nuts over because the story was so epic, and they just redid it. I think that's on Hulu.
Okay. Yeah. It is. It is on Hulu. For some reason I was thinking it was just like something set in that time period that was going to be going on. But people are like raving about it. Nerds and Other Legends says, "Oh my gosh, Shogun is so good." Jonas says, "Pretty good." Oh yeah, as Nerd says, in the 80s. Everyone's telling me, yeah, it's good. Okay, I just need to watch it. I didn't know that it was like essentially like a mini series. I didn't know. I thought it was like going to be going on and on. But you're saying it was an actual historic event. They can't do any more because it's done. Red is Disney. You're damn right. No. But yeah,
You sure are, Superman.
oh my god. Colt, what DC character am I? Because Assassin thinks I'm Superman. He thinks he's Batman. He thinks Damarco is, what, Green Arrow? I can't remember what you said.
Well, I can't help it, Cole. I mean, Red, Red, he spreads hope everywhere. He's optimistic. He's cheerful. He's the type that'll shake your hand and actually give you $5 if you ask him.
He literally said what I said.
That is Superman. That is Superman.
No, he said Red. I said Red Hood because Red Hood was funny and like because he went crazy and he went psycho and he was all wild and insane.
You cannot be Red Hood. First of all, you're not psychopath. You're not psychopathic enough.
Yeah, Red Hood has deeper issues going on.
You do not have any issues like Red Hood does.
You don't.
He was dead. He came back from the dead.
How do you think I cover up my issues?
By the people he kills.
I mask my issues with my comedy, and that's how most people.
He has daddy issues.
Depression. Come on, guys.
He's like Batman, but worse. That is not you.
Listen, you guys don't have a
Gaz.
fucking clue what you're talking about.
You know what, though? I have to be honest. Assassin's validated when he said he didn't like the Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, so I can't trust anything.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I said I didn't watch it.
The Two Towers, the game.
I never played it, DeMarco.
Listen, you haven't watched Lord of the Rings. You haven't played Lord of the Rings, and you're just I can't with you. I can't with you right now. I just
see.
DeMarco?
This is how I know DeMarco's Green Lantern because he has so much will. He has an indomitable will. He takes a lot of shit.
I don't want to be Green Lantern.
Stubborn as an ox.
I love how Assassin goes. He he's got an indomitable will. He's got good will. He's got his will is just great.
I said will once, Red. But
you
nice
said it
try.
twice. You said it twice.
Okay, fine. Indomitable will. He's stubborn. He's looking.
Okay.
DeMarco, you should read the chat.
Ted Hood. Oh my God.
DeMarco, dude, friendship ended with DeMarco, dude, is my new best friend. Yes, let's do it. I'll play Fallout 76 with you. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll meet Phil.
Phil.
Oh, man.
Will to call Cole.
What is clip talk and snapfish? What?
To call Colt.
What is clip talk?
Will to call Colt.
Oh man, Chris says the Lantern Corps is pretty cool.
Yeah, oh my God,
it is true.
We're here. Come on,
add me on
therapy.
No,
add me on Vine. Is that what you said?
I said add me on Grindr.
Oh, I was like, add me on Vine.
Add me on
When
OnlyFeet.
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 Oh, okay.
Colt had a good discussion with Mag last night about browsers.
Oh, that was so funny. It was so funny. Yes, I listened to their show today because I missed it, and I miss Colt, and I miss him. Yeah, he was like, "Is that a game?"
When did ass inning happen?
Assening? That happened a while ago. But no one noticed but Jonas. Jonas was like literally the only one to notice.
Oh, I noticed a long time ago. I just
Okay.
There's nothing I can do.
Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'll change it. Let me just change this. There we go.
Thank you both for proving my point, by the way. I appreciate that.
I don't even know who you are.
Is Colt talking about the image that somebody shared of like Shadowheart wearing nothing but like underwear and a bunch of different pictures, and then the guy's comment was like, "People seriously think this is a good game."
Yes.
He mentioned.
I haven't even played it, but I'm going to when I get the
mentioned
chance.
he mentioned the guy that poster mentioned in the replies. He's like, "Man, I was just joking. Obviously, it didn't come off as a joke at all, but I thought it was very funny."
Ass in it.
Jonas, what the oh, fuck off.
Ass in it.
Respectfully, fuck off.
Oh my god, I love it. Let's see.
Y'all can make fun of my
Oh,
name
Chris
as much
said
as you
blue is
want. It
pretty
doesn't
cool.
change the facts.
I said, we are here.
Found
Come
me.
on, group therapy. Yes. Yeah. Ted Hood, Will and Grace and Ted Lantern. Ted Gate 3.
Ted Jordan.
Ted,
No, I'm
Ted
not doing
Ju-
this again. I'm not
yes,
doing this again.
yes, I love it.
Yeah.
Neither am
Colt
I.
says,
no.
what is Brazzers? Is it DLC for Baldur's Gate 3? Yeah, pretty much.
No, sir. That is
Yeah.
That's right. That's never mind.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
That's a
Red
whole
Wolf
different
other
ball
channel.
game there.
He's like, anyone
And I
who
don't just
uses
mean
the
baseball.
phrases, irregardless, a whole nother will be arrested on sight.
Remember that? That was the
That was a
Stewie,
good
the
scene.
Stewie movie.
That's when Stewie becomes president. No, that's when
That's
he
right,
kills Lois. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. I always think about that. Irregardless, and a
Jafar
whole
needs
nother.
glasses.
Yeah, I love
Number
it.
one.
I love it. Baldur's Gate 3.
Well,
Cool whip.
Anyway.
Stop.
Anything else? Did we miss anything? I mean, I feel like we covered everything. Is anything else going on?
yes.
world? Yeah. What?
Yes. So, what, Damarco?
I'll make this 5 seconds. That's why I'm just gonna jump in front of you, Assassin.
Make
but
it fast, Jordan.
You got it. That's
Hal.
not my name. Developers tried to make a game fully made by AI, and it completely and utterly flopped. And they were like, "This is garbage." So
I heard about that.
AI games. Yeah.
Heard
so
about it
just
too.
Very.
Yeah, you
quick
hear that,
headline.
Alana? Sorry.
So don't try to replace your devs with AI. It's not there.
Who's Alada?
Alada?
El Rata Lada?
A lot of.
You are El Rata Lada?
No, I was talking to Alana up here. Alana was saying AI bad, whatever. I'm just kidding.
So
She's friend of the
entire
show.
game was made
She
and,
doesn't
and
know
it
I am.
completely flopped, and now
Oh,
it's
she's-
garbage, and AI is still taking jobs from people, and it sucks. But that's the direction that it's going in. AI is a tool, not a replacement, as Jonas said. Anyway, that was it.
Yes.
So Assassin, you can do your thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, got word today. Whereas one acquisition is doing well, we got Diablo 4 into Game Pass. We got Overwatch's growing numbers. So, good things are happening on the Microsoft Activision Blizzard side. At least it seems that way. On the other hand, folks remember that a couple years ago, or I think it was last year, I don't remember when, Sony bought Bungie for a certain amount of money. And what exactly have resulted in the fruits of that labor? Well, it got leaked today. Well, basically nothing that we knew, but we got more details about it. I'm just gonna... So, this is an email sent to one of the top Destiny content creators, Astacross. I don't know if any of you know him. Big name in the Destiny community. He got emailed by a former developer at Bungie, and I'm just gonna read one of the paragraphs. I'm not gonna read the whole thing because that would probably take like 5-10 minutes. But here's what it is. Overall, Sony has been very upset with Bungie leadership. They have not been able to successfully advise Sony teams, including Naughty Dog and Insomniac. Hence, factions in the Great Web got cancelled. And every target since has been missed at an escalating decline. Bungie leadership regularly reschedules meetings with Sony's leadership, know that the next time slot could be months away. Mainly what's going on with Bungie is leadership from Sony in Japan are in conflict with Sony's leadership in the US over Bungie's incompetent leadership. They are not happy about the reports coming out about the studio, about what's going on, the layoffs. Sony is, quote-unquote, reinvesting
It's
They are
okay.
wondering if the investment in Bungie was worth it or not. So
What-
things are not going very well at Bungie.
What do you think,
Right.
Assassin? Do you think it's...
I think that Bungie's leadership needs to go. Clearly, there have been problems since the Xbox 360 days regarding the studio. First, they said it was Microsoft that was the issue. Then they said it was Activision. No,
Mm.
it's not them. That's the issue.
Okay.
It's you.
Me,
Not
Holly.
you with me.
Right. Oh man, Holly, what do you think about this? You're in the know. You talked to Phil. He told you all about this. What's going on with Bungie?
Yeah, darn, it's Hiroki Totoki that's the boss now, right?
Yeah.
No,
Temporary boss,
look,
yeah.
Bungie, I don't. It's really strange how they're trying to operate in Sony but not in Sony.
I don't know,
They
like
are-
Bethesda, though, right? In that regard.
I feel like it's a little different.
I'm saying that more as a question than a statement.
Oh no, I think it's different.
What was
I
the
don't
question?
think Bethesda was able to define the terms the same way that Bungie was, right? Because we know that Bethesda wasn't super happy about some of their games not being multi-plat, right? We saw that from the emails from Pete Hines before he left. I think they were just holistically bought. And I think when Bungie was bought, you know, we know that they had those very defined conditions about remaining multi-plat, et cetera, et cetera. But I feel like in any environment, independent of who owns them, it would be difficult to hire somebody who's supposedly going to be your rock star savior of this certain type of game, right? Which Bungie was supposed to be their all-knowing for multi-plat, for service games, right? And I think it would be really hard to buy them and then just be like, hey, Naughty Dog, go listen to everything Bungie says. or anybody else, right? Santa Monica, we're going to bring these people in and they're really going to tell you how to do this instead, right? So I feel like meshing those two has to be done very well, like carefully. And we know they had a lot of opinions about how the state of the other multiplayer games that were happening. But Bungie, we know, also has had their own problems, right? They had those massive layoffs, and then morale is extremely low at the studio after that. That was only in December, so I think Bungie's struggling right now.
Yeah.
What the key, I would love to know what the terms of the contract are, though, as far as, like, wasn't it that they were worried it was just going to be a complete, like, hostile takeover at one point? Because if they didn't meet certain targets, that's why they laid off a lot of that staff in December, was to get their numbers down. Part of it.
Right.
Well, Bungie likes to pride itself on its independence, but what they don't realize is that their independence is what's causing this shift. I mean, you have the
management.
you have the developers at the ground level trying to.
So that's just going to be the new thing every time. Every time there's a super chat. Go ahead, Assassin. I don't want you to lose your train of thought.
No, it's fine. I mean, according to this, Sony knows that it's the leadership at Bungie that's causing these issues, not the workers. They know that. They just don't know what exactly they don't know what to do. I mean, IGN also came out a couple hours ago. They said, within Bungie, there is growing expectation that senior company leadership will leave in droves in summer 2026, when the final payouts from Sony's acquisition take effect. Marathon's game director has also been replaced with the former Valorant director from Riot, and there is also fear of more layoffs to come in the coming 12 months. Again, this leadership needs to change at Bungie. It has to. I mean, if there's two options here. One, they either let Sony take over completely and they lose their independence for good. Or two, they buy themselves out, because we don't know if they have a clause in that contract that they could get themselves out of it like they did with Microsoft. Go independent again. But if you do that, you risk shutting down. So either way, Bungie's screwed. There's no getting out of it. Alright, I'm done. you guys go ahead.
Okay. One of the things that Bungie has been struggling with for a long time was like they felt like they were forced into a corner, and they were being controlled, right? So that was under the Activision thing, right? So you would think that
Both of them.
but with Activision, right? And yeah. And so now you would think that God, I need to stop looking at chat. So you would think that I just need to put chat away from 1 second. You would think that them joining with Sony for a little while that was a sign of them being more comfortable creatively and not being forced into a corner creatively or whatever. Destiny was already a live service game, so it makes me curious, like if they were making like a new IP like Marathon, and Marathon was not supposed to be a live service game, did Sony make it a live service game, like an Escape from Tarkov type thing? Destiny was already a live service game, so it makes me wonder, like, what is Sony asking of Bungie to make them? I don't know. It really, honestly, Assassin, you just make a really good point. It's a them problem, it sounds like.
It sounds like people who have an issue with authority, right?
Right, it's exactly right. Because it's like they've had all their excuses. They've said it for years and years, and then now it's like you have all the freedom that you need. We hear you. You're in a tight situation right now. Listen, let's sign a contract to where you have freedom. You have different freedoms from what you had with your current toxic relationship with Activision or whatever was going on there. And they go, okay, great, thank you, thank you, and then they're still fucking up or whatever. I don't know. It's like, what can they do differently right now on a bigger scale than Destiny? Like, what are they gonna do? Destiny 3? I don't know. It's weird. Games are weird. DeMarco, you ever played Destiny?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Fine. It's too samey for me, and too grindy for me, for my taste. I don't necessarily have too much interest in playing these games where it's just like go kill the same boss over and over, and you know, and I like some looter shooters. I'm a big fan of Borderlands, but you know, Destiny looter shooter style where it's kind of this hybrid MMO type doesn't really grip me as much. I think the world is really cool. I think the lore sounds awesome. I also was really too turned off to give it a fair shot when, you know, Destiny 1 came out. I don't really remember, the reception just wasn't all there. They were talking, like, there's this one meme quote I love of the guy who's narrating, and he's talking, he's like, I could tell you of the great, amazing, incredible war that happened, and I could tell you about the cool other alien races that we fought against, but I won't. And it's just like, so all the cool shit is like what already happened and you don't even get to hear about. And then Destiny 2, when that came around, you know, I know there was a really passionate fan base behind that game that wanted it to do well, but I was sort of just too turned off by the constant inebriation of it was a lot of like videos from Young Yeah and stuff, which I know not everybody likes him, and I understand why, but he was basically just reporting on how completely obscene the microtransaction stuff was, where you needed to get like 10 transmog things to get one of this currency, and then you need to get, but you actually need 50 of that currency to translate it into this thing to be able to bring it to this guy to do this, so that you can get a reroll of a thing that you might not want, so you could go grind to get 100 more of other thing. And it was just a complete ludicrous nightmare just to change your armor to purple or some ridiculous stuff, or just to reroll out, like. And so they, you know, I saw reports of that, and I know or I've heard that it's gotten better, and I've heard that but by the time, I just didn't care anymore.
It doesn't help that Bungie has also deleted prior content.
Yeah, I've heard the DLC
that explains the lore.
Stuff, the DLC is like a mess. So it never grasp.
Red, you may
By the way,
remember. Go ahead, Demarco.
just when it comes to like Bungie and its current state, studios, they have like, and this is something I heard again. I just the one YouTuber I really watch a lot of is Angry Joe. So I'm sorry if people are like, I hate that guy. Stop quoting him. He's stupid. And his children are stupid, and his life is stupid. But he doesn't have children. The one thing he said is like, games studios that have like 3 good games in them, and then by that point they've just changed leadership, and people have come and gone, and they get bought or they get sold or whatever the case might be. But you look at like just studios and they have like 3 good games, and of course there's some exceptions to that rule, but I think Bungie's sort of in that, or not I think, but Bungie's definitively in kind of that post phase where it's not really like Bungie anymore, so yeah, that's my rant. About Bungie.
Ali, you got any thoughts on Destiny or Bungie?
Destiny is interesting. I played the first one a bit and I enjoyed it, but I didn't play it that often. And then when the second one came out, I got it. And I played it for a while, but it looks like the problem with it is it seemed like so much more of a multiplayer experience, right? You needed friends to really enjoy the game.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I wasn't really playing with that many people online. I was just doing my own thing, so I lost a lot of interest. Plus, the loot. I am also a big looter shooter fan. I love The Division, right? But the loot loop in that game became really tedious. There was a lot of stuff, and then I agree with you, Damarco. The other thing that would irritate me is I would go to a planet, and then I would do this thing and this thing, and it was like the same 5 things, but just in different locations, right? Or what? And like, I got a little tired with that. But I have friends who absolutely love it. I never did the raids because I heard how intense they were, and again, I feel like you needed a squad that you were like had some relationship with, right? And everybody needed to really have a mic and all of that stuff, and it's really difficult to do some of those with just a bunch of random people that either don't have a mic, you have no knowledge with, they don't have the right gear, like you don't have this like the right gear complementary to each other, right? That kind of stuff. And so it just didn't really hold my attention that long. I do think the franchise is special. I think there's something really unique there.
The music, though.
Yeah,
music is very good.
Yeah, the world itself is super cool. That's the one.
It's
thing
beautiful too.
It's beautiful, and so you have this one side of the game where you go, wow, this is so filled with awesome stuff, and I want I feel it resonates with a lot of people. This might sound like a weird example, but almost as similar to a Horizon Forbidden West situation, actually, is how I kind of see it. Where a lot of people really love the world of Horizon, but they just cannot get into the game because just there's something doesn't click for them.
That's fair.
And Destiny, you see this world and you look at the world and you go, man, that looks awesome. I love sci-fi. I love all this cool stuff. The technology's awesome. Like the guns are cool. The outfits and the armor is sick. And then you get into the actual game and you go, what am I could be spending my time doing so many other things.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Like Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say, hey.
Also,
like
Lotus in chat, they asked if my opinion on the PS5 Pro specs.
Yeah, tell me, man. Because you're the PlayStation guy here.
PlayStation representative, yes. I don't really care about the specs for the PlayStation Pro. I just care about, does it run 60 frames?
Nope.
And that's it.
Nope. It doesn't.
The PS5 Pro doesn't run 60?
It will for some.
No.
Things, but...
It will for some stuff, but so will the X, right? Like.
Yes. Also,
Yeah,
a lot of people say that. A lot of people ask the question, why do a Pro 4 or 5 years after when PS5s are so hard to come by in the first couple years, you got to remember there were people that actually got the PlayStation 5 at launch. I was one of those people that got it at launch. Yeah, PS5s are more common now, but I've had my PS5 for almost 4 years. I'm personally ready for an upgrade, but I'm in the minority here because, well, I managed to get it at launch. I was one of the lucky few. I worked at GameStop at the time. Fun story here. I was working at GameStop. I was watching the PlayStation Showcase in September that year when they revealed the price. They revealed price of the console, the controller, everything.
Buy a Zora, buy a Zora, buy a Zora!
Oh,
Another
my
super
goodness.
chat.
I love it. I'm so glad that you do that. Brings it to my
I hit
attention.
the wrong button. I disconnected instead of...
Damn. Anyway,
Um,
so immediately after the showcase, about 10 minutes later, I get a call from my boss at GameStop, and he says, "Hey, do you have the money for your pre-order for your PS5?" I'm like, "Yeah, but why? The pre-orders don't go up for another couple days." And he says, "No, it's up now. Get over here now, like right now. Like, wait, it's up?" So I go over there. He already pre-ordered his. He was the first one in the store to do it. And he's like, "Dude, as soon as I saw it, I called you." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks a lot, you prick." Got me scared like I was gonna lose it. And like, "Yeah, you were. We were only getting 10. Oh, great. Thanks. So yeah, one of the lucky few. Because I worked at GameStop, I managed to get a PlayStation 5.
Well, lucky
Right at
you,
launch.
assassin.
I
Hey,
got a
in my
PlayStation
defense-
4 for just so I could play No Man's Sky and use VR for the first time to play Resident Evil 7, and that was something I'll never forget.
To be fair, I also got the Xbox Series X pre-order that same day because of the job too. Only reason why I didn't get both is, you know what? Let's not talk about this anymore. Let's just.
Okay.
get off
John Miller says not interested in paying out another 400. Sorry, what is that currency? 400 pounds. Okay. Plus 4. Sorry, there's a fucking heart in the way. I can never finish the 404.
They really do. YouTube has to move that. It's so obnoxious.
You know what I'm talking about? I
It's a
can't
bad
see.
spot. It's a
Okay, I'm just
horrible spot.
gonna
Put it at the
pin it
top.
so I can read it. There we go.
Or anywhere.
Not interested in paying another 400 plus 4 for not a lot more. Right. Was it Colt that was talking about this on his show last night, saying that Ryan McCaffrey, that curly-headed no, I'm just kidding. That's such a dumb. It's a Step Brothers reference. They were saying that even the Xbox Series is not worthy right now of any sort of refresh because if it's not gonna
He said
blow
that 3
us up.
weeks ago on Unlocked. Yeah.
Tell that to the
Okay.
people who bought it day one at launch, almost 4 years
Right.
ago.
And the thing is, like, I remember jumping on the series, the One X whenever it first came out, because that's actually whenever I bought the TV that I still have today with the 4K capabilities, because it was doing things that you literally can't get with other hardware. So that was a big jump as far as the capabilities for hardware go. So what are we gonna see with a PS5 Pro or a Xbox XX Series triple nipple? What do you call it? It's Assassin.
A triple nipple chinchilla.
There we go. Xbox triple nipple chinchilla edition. What are you gonna get? What are you gonna get that's not gonna like blow you out of the water? You're gonna get a couple more frames. My game loads faster. My game downloads faster.
Got more, I think it's got more capability. Don't shoot me, Colt, if I say the wrong thing here. I think it has more lighting, like ray tracing and stuff capabilities.
It does have, yeah, it's gonna have
Yeah.
stronger ray tracing.
Okay.
But as
So
far
better
as
graphics.
frames, I feel like that's a little more hit and miss. It's not really. Digital Foundry posted something today, which Colt retweeted and made some comments on, and several other people too. But
Right. Oh, Yadani says it has more teraflops. Okay, teraflops. That is a really
What
important thing.
do you guys think they will price this at? Because are they going to do another 2006 moment where they're going to price it at 600, or are they going to keep it at 500?
No, it won't be 500. It'll be more.
Oh,
I
right.
think
This is Sony
600
we're
is
talking
the-
about.
I see a release of 600.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I
think-
see 600 too.
And a scalp of 1,300. Hang on, real quick. Izani Kazada, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. What is this song? Don't waste
Wait, what's
time.
this?
He put in a
Don't forget to sing or get me to. No, I'm not singing.
no. Sing it.
Red, you do
Assassin. What is that song? I don't know what the song is. Don't waste your time on me. I
I don't know what
this.
it is.
What is it?
Do I have to sing? Don't you dare change my name, you mother. You changed it.
I listen.
It's been.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. Oh wait, that was a few minutes ago. Do I
There you go.
have to sing it?
Yes.
Yeah, sing it if you know it.
Why? I have a
If you
terrible
have
You have no
voice.
camera.
If you were on camera,
You have
I
a
would
great
say
voice.
You don't have to.
No, I don't. Shut up
If
and
you
stop
if you
talking.
had,
Will you
if you were
guys
on
let this
camera,
whole
you could
camera
do-
shit go?
no, it's never gonna. It's
When it's
Just-
on.
when
Yeah.
your camera is on. Exactly.
When the chat tells me to sing, I'll do it.
They already did.
Chat,
But they're not.
They
oh
are
my
literally
God, they
doing it
actually
right
are.
now.
been told.
Oh my
You
God,
just
they
have
are.
to wait 30 seconds. Ass singer.
Um,
God damn it, Red.
just do it. There you go.
Right.
C3.
I'll
Three
sing,
for three.
sing.
3 for
Do
3.
it.
4 for 4. That counts.
Call me a
5 for
croon.
5, that also counts. That's five people saying. to
All
sing.
right,
Those
fine,
laughing faces
fine.
count. That's 6 for 6.
What song is
Marco,
it?
shut up.
You could not sing and come on camera. I'll accept that.
No.
Okay, then you have to sing.
Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my tab. What the fuck? What are
Thank
you?
you. Fantastic.
No.
Thank you.
No. That was terrible, and you know it.
Thank
Not-
you.
I'm
Thank
gonna use
you.
a soundboard because I'll give you a real class for that.
There you
But
go.
I still don't
love
know
it.
the song.
Just a small town girl.
Living in a lonely world. Umbra's gonna like be summoned in a minute if we keep singing.
You take the midnight train going anywhere.
There we go. John Miller's an eek. Clapping like a seal right now, exactly.
Sounds like a seal.
It's like, you sound like,
You guys
like
had
an
a
elite.
perfect opportunity
like an
to do
elite
this,
from
by the
Halo.
way,
There we go.
and
You
none
did
of y'all
You
did it. I'm so disappointed in y'all.
Master Cheat's clapping this right now. God. Oh my God.
Modan wants to put in a request, Assassin.
Oh, what now? At least be a song that I know.
Yeah, let's go.
Something-
Remember,
so-
for
something
the
we
audience,
could do-
there's no
requests.
there's no awkward silence for the audience because we have music already playing, which is I'm happy that I have that. So we could just baby got
Baby
back.
got back. I want you to do Baby Got Back.
God damn it. Do I have to?
Do you know the words?
No, I don't. That's the thing.
Okay,
I don't.
let's see.
At
Look
least
up
be
the
a
words.
song that I know.
No, we gotta look up the words.
Oh God, do I? How did I get dragged into this?
Stop. Collaborate.
I feel like you guys are trying to make me sing more often, so that way y'all can force me into getting a camera. That's not gonna happen.
Hey, there.
Yeah.
Hot Girl Summer. There you go. Hot Girl Summer. Umbra says.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
That's an easy one.
Wop.
Yeah, Donnie says.
Wop. Sing wop.
Listen, listen, Assassin. If you can look up the lyrics of WAP, you don't even have to sing it. Just say it as white as you can, and that would be great.
Hold on, let me look this up. What is WAP?
Donnie's
What is?
Oh my God! No. No.
Just say the first verse. That's all you gotta do. Just say the first verse. You don't even have to sing it. I just want you to say it just the way that I'm talking right now. Say the.
You act like I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
Say it. Say it. Say it in a Red Wolf Renegade impression voice.
No,
Do an
No.
impression of me doing WAP,
do an impression of you.
Doing WAP.
but doing WAP. Yeah, just the first verse.
Yeah, do WAP.
Do WAP.
Do
Do WAP.
Hold on.
Give up the toad now. Do,
God.
Umbra says if Ben Shapiro can do it, you can do it, Assassin.
Who the? Come on.
He's like, listen. I mean, obviously, I love WAP. I mean, it's something that
All right.
I've grown up with my entire life. That's my Ben Shapiro impression.
Boys in this house. There. Happy?
No, the first verse you gotta say. You don't have to sing it. You just had to say it. Say the lyrics.
I did. That's literally what the song starts with. I'm not doing it again.
No,
All right,
that's not the first verse.
We'll get him. We'll get it next time. We'll do it next time when he has time to practice.
All right, fine. I'll pick a song that I
listen to the
know, and I'll.
song.
Yeah. and
No.
Then we'll come back next.
I will
Watch the
pick a
video.
song.
It'll get you in the mood.
I'm also a WAP enjoyer. Oh man.
Oh, God.
Do WAP. Do WAP. Okay.
Motivation. My one solution is my queen, 'cause she's too strong. Yeah. She is always in my corner, right there when I wanna. She's all the girls I'm tempting, but I'm empty when you're gone, and they say, happy.
That's great. Fantastic. Everyone give it a round. Round of applause for Assassin. Very
Y'all
nice,
don't even know
very
the song
nice.
that I sang off.
I
but
think I
that's the whole
did.
point.
I was like, well, do I know this?
What's the song, Red? Tell me.
Is it by
What is it?
the One Direction?
No.
No. Okay, sorry. I thought.
Daisy head Bob.
Nope. Y'all
that
ain't
what
gonna
he's
get it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
There's
anyway,
Chad happy now.
I think Chat is very happy now. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Anyway, all right, we've gone way over.
Who cares? Dealer doesn't have a podcast anymore. We can go as long as we want now.
That's true. I miss Dealer. I hope he's doing okay. He's probably doing way better than anyone understands.
Yeah, that's the whole
Jonas-
reason we decided
Jonas
to end the
says
show
next
at
topic.
7 was because of Dealer and his podcast. We didn't want to overshadow him overshadow us, but he's not here anymore.
It was a tale of four cheeks. It was like, whose cheeks can we fit in between without messing up anyone's flow? So we squeezed in between Colt's and Dealer's cheeks, and we fit.
Was
just
that
nice.
Coldplay? No, it's not, Umbra. That was not Coldplay.
Oh. Okay. Lotus says longer is better. Yes. We used to do this a lot. Like we did used to go like for almost 4 hours sometimes, well, we lost sleep, and that was a lot. But so we'll go longer when we can, and right now I can. So nice. Hell yeah, brother. All right. Anyway, Lotus. Yes, longer is better. All right, fantastic. All right, look. This is it. This is the end. I hope everyone had a great time tonight. I had a lot of fun. This was it's always such a positive outlet, and it always feels good to hang out with you guys. And the community means everything to me. And really, Matthew, oh my God, stop. Caliente. Thanks, Ted. Thank you. Yeah, really, the community means everything to me, and you guys showing up every week is awesome. And crowd keeps getting bigger, and it's just really can't thank you guys enough. I don't know what else to say. I'm just gonna keep repeating myself. I'm gonna start playing like a thank you video. That would work. That would work really good. Assassin, where can people find you? What you gonna be getting into, man? Hey, listen, when are you gonna bring your YouTube channel back?
My YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Why would I bring that back? I already explained why. I'm going to see how streaming does for me for the year, and maybe next year I'll think about coming back to YouTube, actually making content. I don't know. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch in the the link is in the description down below, so that's where I am. I said I was going to try and make more clips, but I tried to do last week's clip and it got corrupted for some reason. I don't know. I guess it didn't like my
Woohoo!
singing.
Okay. Okay. So that's it. Okay.
Yep, that's
Good.
it.
All right. Yadani says he'll be fine. The mailman always delivers. Exactly.
Fascinating story. Any chance you're nearing the end?
Assassin, whenever you deliver packages to the old ladies, is it through the back door, or do you just go?
Depends if they want to pay me extra for postage.
Oh, he's been practicing that one.
So he was waiting for that.
I should go. I should go.
Okay. Fantastic.
No, Damarco, this would have been a better one.
All right, great, fantastic. Lotus, goodbye, good night. Lotus says goodbye. Thank you, Lotus. We appreciate you, and see you later, John Millard. Anyway, Damarco, what you got going on? Same question. Where's your YouTube?
Damarco Dude on YouTube and Damarco Dude on Twitter. I saw Lotus left me a comment on my reel of Shirley Curry at PAX. That was fun to see. So thank you for that, Lotus. But yeah, maybe I'm not promising anything, but maybe sometime soon I'll start trying just with some light streams or something. But there's a lot going on personally. Like I'm switching careers, so I have some big life shifts going on. So that's where the content's been on hold, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Is it hard going all the way up to Maryland?
No. Todd usually meets me halfway. So it's really nice of him.
That's good.
We meet
That's
at a
good. What do they
hotel.
got you on? On narrative, sound design?
Yeah, no, you know, I'm working on just Elder Scrolls 6 quest writing, so
Okay.
you know, because he played in one of my D&D campaigns and he thought the writing was exceptional. So
Gotcha. Make sure you put Red as a boss fight.
Fantastic.
Make him look like Commander Shepard and everything.
That is awesome. Anyway, okay. Well, yeah, Damarco, I'm excited to see you come back, man. I know life is suck. Life is life, and yeah, so I get you. But yeah, and Assassin, you too. Come back to YouTube. But before that, just keep doing what you're doing, delivering packages to ladies.
Actually,
ladies,
you know what?
hey,
You know what? I only reason. Okay, I said I have two reasons. One, I just want to see how the streaming goes, but at the same time, I actually got a good consistent schedule now, so maybe I will start making more videos again. I don't know. We'll see.
yeah, just pace it out. You know, just start editing every other day or whatever, a little bit every day, and eventually you'll get it. You'll find
Fair
your
enough.
groove. Everyone edits differently, you know, so it's a lot. Trust me, it's a lot. Speaking of which, well, I'll say that in a minute. Holly, you've got your YouTube channel. It's just growing, slow and steady, coming right along.
I have
Phil-
4 now.
You got 4. Yeah. Yeah, where can people find you and anything you want to say to the people?
Yep, this is me everywhere. I am struggling with the thought of like I would like to do something, but I want to do something that I enjoy and something that the market is flooded with, which is a little bit difficult. So if anybody has any ideas, hit me up on Twitter and let me know what you think. Right now I'm just doing regular day job stuff, which has been a little crazy lately. I work, but doing coins with Ben. Don't forget to follow Ben Kenobi on Twitter, and your favorite podcasts, because some of them are going to be doing giveaways for these and that future game that's coming out in May. And that's pretty much it. Just hanging out and playing COD, and pretty soon DD2. That's it.
Nice. Can we? Oh,
Do too. Can't wait.
can we get a link for that in chat just so people can go ahead and just slap that link?
Can't wait to make a furry.
If someone can throw a link in chat with Ben Kenobi, because I know last week I was like, I will, and I still will, and I did not get a chance to put that into the description. So that's great. So also tomorrow I'll be dropping my Dragon's Dogma 2 video, which is just me kind of just going over everything that I'm excited for with Dragon's Dogma. And really there's too much that I'm excited for, so that video is just sort of like highlights of the things I'm most excited about instead of everything, because there's just way too much. So I wanted to get that video out before the game came out, because it's like my only opportunity. I sort of rode the wave of Starfield, and that's where a lot of my subs came from, and I'm trying to, I have not been doing very good about keeping on top of things that I'm really excited about to ride that hype wave again. And so anyway, that's coming tomorrow, and it's a video with me in it. Okay.
Stop changing my name, Red, for fuck's sake.
I didn't. It's fine. Oh. So anyway,
There's an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm with that. Really good.
Ass Man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry, anytime I see Ass Man, which is very rare.
Okay.
And you won't see it on me again. Not for a long time.
I'm gonna get you a vanity plate
No.
for your car.
Mona, the date for Starfield's DLC is
Mail
November.
truck.
Shattered Space is coming out in November. There you go.
And the PS5 port is coming in November too.
All right, everybody. That's it. That's the show. Man ass. They'll get it back.
With a Switch 2 port, maybe next year.
Fantastic.
Right.
Okay. All right, guys. We will see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Be sure to hit that link in the description. In the excuse me. Let me pin it real quick just so everyone can see it. Be sure to give Ben Kenobi a follow there on Twitter if you have Twitter, and share it out to whatever socials you have. That way they can get some more eyes on their face and stuff. Show them some support, because Ben's doing a lot. Them coins are sick. Speaking of which, you guys are sick. I love you guys. Chat, we will see you guys next week. Goodbye, everyone.
Never break. I will not. How are you so sure? I will never stop.
Wait, hold on 1 second.